and thoughts on the move today that brings a new forward to the lineup, as well as what we have coming up this weekend in Worcester. Well, Fergie, good morning. Let's start, first of all, a new player coming in. Tell us all about Mikko.
Yeah, he's got a good pedigree to him. Third-round pick to Utah. Won the national championship last year at Denver. Scored 20 goals as a freshman, which is hard to do in college hockey. It's hard to score 20 goals, especially when you're stepping in as a freshman. So he's a big, strong kid. Hasn't really gotten off to his pro career start that he wanted to. So he's just come down here to find his game a little bit, and we are more than happy to take him on the right side, a big right shot, and we're excited to see what he brings.
I watched him a bit at the morning skate at the end there. He was putting the puck in the net. Guys were loving it out there.
Yeah. He one thing I noticed about him is his shot is just a little crisper, a little harder. A little better placement than some of the other guys that are still working on that aspect of their game. But that being said, he's come here to work on his 200 feet game and to play more on the inside, especially with that big frame of his. But he's still just 21 years old, so he's still trying to figure it out as a pro too.
What do you say when a guy comes in? Because he's coming down from the American Hockey League. That's tough. Yep. Nobody wants to feel like it's a demotion. Is it more of the fact of, hey, an opportunity, you're going to play a lot, we want to get you back up there quickly, or what do you say to a kid like that?
Yeah, 100%. You know what? He actually reached out to me before I had a chance to reach out to him, and he just said that he's coming to work. He's 100% committed. He wants to help the team win, regardless of how long he's here for. And so when I spoke with him, that's kind of the message that I relayed back to him. Like, well, you got to do it. You got to put in the work. And those guys that come down, there's two ways to look at it. Like, there's the feel sorry for yourself attitude, and there's a little pouting going on. Or, you take it and you turn it as motivation. And, we would love to have them as long as possible. But at the same time, our job in this role of a development team is to get them back to that league as fast as possible.
Where does a guy like Mikko fit in the lineup tonight? I mean, I'm sure you've had 24 hours to think about that. All right, where do I put him? Obviously he's going to play well with anybody, but where will he go in our lineup tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the top line of Watts, Asachuk, and Dewar together. Thought they were buzzing the other night, and they had a chance early on to really turn the tides of that game. Couple posts, and we just don't execute. Fortunately, an open net. So I'm going to put him with Polino down the middle and Krankovic on the left side. Good speed for him, for Mikko, and gives those two guys a little more size, a little more juice.
Is it going to be nice to see somebody not named Wichita, Kansas City, or Tulsa? I mean, we've seen them. We've totally exhausted those matchups there, and now a team that we have not seen, they don't know much about us, but a good opportunity to get back on track.
Yeah, absolutely. They're coming in. They're out of the other conference, so these are they're 2-point games for them, 2-point games for us. But they're a 500 team, and they're just they're fighting for their playoff lives, and we know that, and we want to be, we want to play that spoiler role. We obviously got to string some wins together ourselves, but at the same time, like, if we can spoil some other teams' fun, we're going to be looking to do that too, kind of play the villain on home ice.
I asked Colin a little bit about him this morning. Obviously, played with them. What is your assessment of what's their style of game? What do they play?
Yeah, they seem like they're a big, strong team. They have a couple high-end top players, but the rest of them, I like to call them meat and potatoes. They'll forecheck. They'll check hard. The one thing is they're one of the tops in the league in taking minor penalties, so we definitely got to use that against them tonight. Our power play has to be clicking. Thought they were coming along pretty good the other night with some chances, and then obviously getting a late one for Harrison Blaisdell at the end there on the power play. That just kind of helps the momentum go rolling into the next game for those special teams.
Great lead-in, Fergie. That's where I was going next. Harrison, 3 games in a row with a goal. What are you seeing different out of his game over the last stretch?
Well, the one thing is that line of him and Gorman and Noltz, they're able to play more in those games that, aren't as close as we hope to. And that being said, they really took advantage of their opportunity to where, talk to them today, I don't see them as a fourth line. When we're going good, and I think tonight we're slotting to do that, we're a 4-line hockey team, and it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 4 lines of hockey players out there going, and that's what they bring the energy. Every night it seemed they were on the ice. They were forechecking Kansas City, and they're just hemming them in their zone. And they had their chances, they had their looks, and eventually it came to fruition with Harrison getting his third goal in 3 nights on the power play.
I know Wells has gone the last 3. Which way are you going tonight?
We're going to give Luke Richardson the net tonight. He played really well for us there through December, January. Unfortunate with the number of situations with our goalies. 2 affiliated goalies, and the fact of the matter is they got to play. But that being said, Luke's been an unbelievable pro, an unbelievable teammate, and quite frankly, he deserves a chance, and we're going to give him that chance tonight.
Wearing the Team USA sweater tonight, obviously after a big win last night. Should they rename Team USA Team Tkachuk?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I have 3 boys at home myself, and the 2 older boys, Caleb and Aiden, they stayed up and watched the game, and it was very cool for them, being brothers, to see 2 brothers playing on the same team for their country for really the first time they've played together in a long, long time, that they're doing that on the world stage. And that's it's great hockey. The first game, I watched it again, the Canada game, just back and forth action, and of course, Sid the Kid, just a little magic at the end there in overtime, feeding Martiner with an unbelievable pass. But it's just, and then last night's game too, like, USA was buzzing there, and then eventually popped the catch up there and kind of ran away with it. But it's just it's great hockey, and as a fan of the game, you can't ask for anything more. The best players in the world put it all on the line with I like too that it's mid-season, because they're all in mid-season form, so they're buzzing, and it should be fun to watch here over the weekend.
Would you like to see them continue this as opposed to the All-Star game, do something like this, and maybe even add, I know a lot of people say, well, no Ovechkin or no, a lot of the Russians or Czech players in there, maybe a Team World if you had to, just to get more of the stars in?
Yeah, I would. The butt of the matter is there's a lot of money that goes into the NHL, and if teams are letting more and more players go away, they might frown upon it. Much like what they have done with the Olympics. Mm-hmm. But that being said, I would love to see Czechia get involved. They have an unbelievable squad that they won the World Championships last year. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Russians get involved, and then obviously some of the other growing hockey markets of Germany, Switzerland. They're producing NHL players just as much. So it's definitely fun to see, and the All-Star game can get a little stale, and they do a good job of trying to switch it up some years, like 3-on-3 conferences. They've done the country or the world versus North America and stuff like that. So whenever you get the best on best, it's great.
You're right, because sometimes in the All-Star game, guys, I don't want to say they don't take it serious, but I mean, there's no hitting, and it's just kind of offensive game. But last night, right off the bat, the Tkachuk brothers, they rammed Henry Hokiyaru into the boards, and I thought, oh my God, you don't see this in the All-Star game. How great is this?
Yeah, for sure. They have. There's definitely more on the line, and at the same token, I thought the Finns gave it back to them pretty good early too. They were really hammering them, and Barkov was an animal out there, and so it's awesome to see that they put it all on the line, in the middle of February.
I had a chance to talk to our newest Mikko Matika this morning. He looked at my jersey and said, oh, no. Great win for Team USA. We'll talk about USA-Canada tomorrow. Fergie, good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Tommy.
All right, more coming up after this timeout.
Visit Hirsch's Specialty Meats.
Hello, my name's Gary Hirsch, and I'm owner of Hirsch's Specialty Meats in Plano. 25 years ago, we opened Hirsch's Meats because we knew at that time the chain stores were trying to give you the lowest priced meats available. Well, we went in another direction, and we only carry the highest quality meats, poultry, and shop-made sausages in the Metroplex. When it comes to meat, there's no such thing as a good deal. You get exactly what you pay for.
Hirsch's Specialty Meats, northwest corner of Parker and Alma, online at Hirsch'sMeats.com.
This is Dak Thomas. Let's go, Americans! Here's my papa and Maurice.
It's time for Allen Americans Hockey on Mixler.com. Now to the Americans broadcast booth and the voice of the Allen Americans, Tommy Daniels.
Welcome up here to the broadcast booth, and we are ready for Allen Americans Hockey. As the Americans and the Worcester Railers get ready to battle first of 3. The interns are down there dropping the puck tonight. They didn't ask our interns to go down there, Maurice. You know what? That's not very nice.
No.
They got everybody, but they didn't get our little crew up here. Although they're busy right now trying to get things taken care of across the way. The visiting radio broadcaster, Tim Foley having some issues there. Hopefully he'll get those straightened out. And we are rolling up the carpet and getting ready for hockey. Big weekend for the Americans, a opportunity against a team at 500. You know, remember a couple weeks ago, Rapid City was in here. We played with them and we beat them. We swept them. I think this might be a good confidence boost. You get off to a good early start here.
Yeah, no, they definitely do need to get off to a much better start than they had the other night. Obviously, not good the last week, so hopefully they can turn things around and have a really good weekend. And you've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games against this club, so 6 points on the line. You know this team is battling for their playoff lives, as Fergie said, so you know they definitely need those 6 points. They want those 6 points, and the Americans have to play spoil it.
And it will be the Gorman line getting us started tonight. Good for Harrison Blaisdell. He's earned it 3 games in a row with a goal. That line gets a start tonight for Allen. And we're officially underway. All the way down in the corner, chasing after their Welsh. Along the board, Griffin loose in there, putting pressure on as they work it now outside. They gave it away. There's a shot right on. And the save made there. We'll get you the starting goaltenders in a moment. Olas is his name. Over the line, they come the other way. Trying to get it in front, knocked away towards the corner. Richardson reaching out for it. Out now to the point. Welsh got it across. Griffin loose, fired one in way wide. And it's going to bounce up off the wall. Sent up in the air there by Nault. Back towards center. Just underway here in the opening period. Here comes Kaplan over the line. He'll backhand one down in the corner. Picked up there along the wall by Allen. Wilson got it across. Nault trying to catch up to it at center. Again, taken away by the Worcester Railers. Over the line, Kaplan. He lost it. Taken away by Allen again. It's underway in the opening period. No score so far between the Americans and the Railers. Colin Jacobs, the former Worcester Railer. He started out the year in Worcester, but he got back to Texas as quick as he could.
Yeah.
Over on the right side, trying to get a shot away. There's one, and knocked away by Richardson, and that puck up in the netting and out of play. And our first stoppage in play here tonight with 18:39 left to go in the opening frame.
Yeah, that one went off a stick out in front and out of play, as they have not registered any shots up on the board yet for the Railers. One for Allen so far. So I want to see now how things go with this top line with Watts, Asachuk, and Dewart staying together. Again, they looked good the other night. So we'll see if they can get anything going tonight.
Off the draw, there's a shot fired in wide as the puck off the stick there. Number 13, Coburn, tipped up off the wall, all the way back towards the zone. Allen back in, now Dewar trying to get it across. There's a shot, that one fired wide as Braden Watts had some room over from the right circle. Now pushed down in the corner by Dewar. Asachuk trying to get it back. Watts has it. Worked it back out now to the left point. There's a shot. Wilson through traffic. That one deflected in front. And a good look there for the Americans as they get an early chance. Over on the right side, there's Watts again at center. He'll fire one in, dumped all the way around the boards. Just underway here in the opening period. Tommy Daniels and Maurice Fitzgerald coming to you from the CUTX Event Center. Happy Valentine's night here in DFW.
Well, hopefully Cupid will be shooting arrows for Allen tonight. They'll be putting pucks in the net. But it's hockey. I don't think there's going to be a lot of love out on the ice.
You can call me a boomy or whatever you want, but I do not celebrate Valentine's Day. I do not recognize that holiday.
You don't like the corporate holidays?
No, I do not. I do not. There's a story behind that. We'll just leave it silent. But, yeah, I know a lot of people that do. So they're going to be here for the dance tonight.
Yeah.
Are you going to go down there and dance later?
No, I will be on my way home.
There you go. Up off the boards, coming across the line all the way down in the corner. They'll hustle after it there, and the Railers get to the puck first. As we're just underway here in the opening period. That's Ryan Massey, the former Allen American, wearing number 4. All the way along the wall, down in the corner. Griffin loose, put it back in behind the net. Welsh got it up on the left side as they get it ahead now to center. Janelle also wearing number 9 for the Worcester Railers. So a few of those familiar names here in Allen that you knew from earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Both guys played with the Americans. Here's Broussard on the outside. He'll fire one. That one tipped in front of the net. 91, a new member of, or newest member of the Allen Americans. from Helsinki, Finland. In behind the net, loose again. Had it taken away by Allen. Tipped around. Krenkovic worked it back outside. And it's going to go all the way back to center as we have 16:47 left to go here in the opening period. The Americans and the Worcester Railers. Mentioned Worcester at 500 on the year. They are currently in a playoff spot. Here comes Gorman back the other way. Got it across in front. There's a shot. Blaisdell looking for 4 in a row. And we get a whistle and a penalty coming up here. And it's going to go to the visitors.
Hooking is the call, and it is going to go, as you said, to the Railers. It'll be Lincoln Hatton sitting in the box for 2. Americans get the first power play of the game as they lead in shots right now by a count of 4-1. They've got a better start so far than the Railers have.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to play with these guys here. I mean, they're, like I said, about 500. Time we've seen them in a long while. So up the draw. Krenkovic worked it over on the left side. And it's going to be sent down the ice all the way back in, played by Richardson. It's underway here in the opening period. Our score is 0-0. As they come to center, here comes Stewart. Tipped it off on the left wing for Asachuk. He'll leave it along the wall. Krenkovic bounced it back to the outside. Here's Polino down in the corner. Krenkovic over at the right point. Back over to Watts, left side. Worked it back across. Polino shot. That one knocked away. And an opportunity there for Allen. They come out firing here in the opening period, out shooting the Railers 4-1. That one got away from Krenkovic. It's going to be dumped on down the ice and all the way back into the zone. Opening period of action. Again, our score is 0-0. A minute left to go in the power play. Over on the left side, coming over the line, is Braden Guy. He'll tip it down in the corner. There's Luce tied up, down low. No pressure being put on there. The Railers in the white sweaters tonight, Allen. Of course, you would expect on Valentine's Day to be wearing the red. Up top, it comes, Blaisdell. Got it across, quick shot. That one tipped across, now in front of the one-timer. That one didn't make it through. As they tip it over now. And Matika, first time we've seen him wearing number 91 out there for Allen, 6'3.5". Here comes Broussard over the line. He'll be taken out there along the wall, picked up down in the corner, dumped around on the boards. Loose puck, tipped there by Allen, and it's going to come all the way back down the ice. We have 14:33 left to go here in the opening period. There is only 1 second left to go in the power play. Back over the line, Blaisdell, left side. There's a shot going up, trying to go up top shelf, and he hit the glass. Down in the corner. Now Gorman put it in front. Couldn't get a shot away there as he had Isaacson open in front of the net. Loose puck along the boards, came right back in front. Good play there by Nault, but they still able to work it up on the wing. Knocked over the line all the way back down in the corner. Lagerin, a Buffalo, New York kid. A couple of them on this roster. Of course, their coach is from the 716 area code.
Nice.
All the way down the ice. Going to go all the way to the front of the net. Quickly whipped up off the boards. Again, Downhauser will fire it in all the way around and behind the net. Left side, Braden Watts. He'll tip it across. Frazier on the right side. Able to get it across the line. Bouncing now back towards center. Wilson will send one ahead. All the way back down in the corner. Hora in behind the net. Griffin loose up off the boards near side. Ryan Massey, number 4 for the Railers. Sent it back in. Played there by Richardson. Worked around on the right side. Now loose through traffic. Scooped up and held onto by Richardson. As they had traffic in front of the net. Riley Janelle, their former teammate. We'll get a 75-second timeout here. Scoreless game so far. The Americans are out shooting the Railers by a count of 4-3 here in the opening period.
You're watching Allen American Hockey.
1,719 divided by 2,300. No, wait.
What the heck are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing the math, sir.
Doing the math?
Yes, sir.
Why, Ed?
It's simple, sir. Jimmy John's can make a sandwich in 25 seconds, right?
Right.
So during this 30-second commercial, our 2,300 Jimmy John stores will make 4,719 sandwiches, right?
If you say...
What would it take to make 5,000 sandwiches in a radio commercial?
I don't know. What would it take, Ed?
Well, we could speed up our sandwich-making system.
But that would compromise our famous Jimmy John's quality.
Exactly. Then it hit me.
Uh-oh.
We could buy 32-second commercials.
32-second commercials?
Yes, sir. In 32 seconds, Jimmy John's will make exactly 5,000 sandwiches.
But you can't buy 32-second commercials, Ed.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
What is it?
Jimmy John's!
I didn't order a Jimmy John's sandwich.
I know, but you probably have ordered a Jimmy John's sandwich, right?
Of course I have. You're freaky fast.
Okay, well then thanks.
What?
Thanks for choosing Jimmy John's.
Okay, you're welcome. But why me?
Jimmy John's wants to thank all our wonderful customers at all 2,300 Jimmy John's locations across America.
Well, what if I didn't happen to be a Jimmy John's customer?
Then I would thank you anticipatorily for your future Jimmy John's patronage.
Anticipate what?
It means in advance, sir.
So you plan to personally thank everyone in every town where there's a Jimmy John's?
Don't be silly, sir.
Didn't think so.
My boss will be covering the other side of the street. How's it going, boss?
I'm 2 houses ahead of you.
Oops, gotta run.
We have 13:03 left to go here in the opening period. And it's a 0-0 game between the Americans and the Railers. Face off coming to the left of the Allen net. Doing the meet race over there. I didn't see you one, Maurice. I'm trying to keep track of that this month. It's a puck over on the far side, knocked off the boards. And why do we have the goal horn going off here?
No idea.
Not exactly sure why. And not to mention the fact that's the old goal horn we used to use back in the day. That's not even the one we use now. As they have it along the wall, dumped back down in the corner, tipped in behind the net. J.D. Dudek, another former Allen American, number 15, out there on the ice for the Worcester Railers. Of course, Colin Jacobs was involved in that trade.
Yep.
Riley Janelle tipped away down in the corner again, worked along near side to Watts. He'll fire one in and scooped up and held on to there by your man, your buddy. You were calling for him for the last 3 weeks. Luke Richardson talked about it during the pregame show. I think he was involved in our best win this year in the game that we won in Kansas City. He was fabulous that day. They put a lot of shots up on him that day, but he stopped everything that came his way. Even the first start he had with us, he hadn't played in a while, and he was still great that game. I mean, he's really been solid, but, you know, with the 2 contracted goaltenders, you know, he's kind of the third man in the mix. But he's been a great kid. He's been patient, waiting for his opportunity, and tonight he gets it. And you see the move there by Matika. He went down. Outside shot. That one fired just wide by Powell. As they tap it along the wall. Here's Krantkovic. Krantkovic along the wall. Works it down in the corner. Trying to get it back in front to Powell. That one tipped up in the air. Oh, and it knocked down right in front. Kaplan trying to grab it. And the Railers still couldn't find it. Knocked away from Matika. It's going to come all the way back into the zone. Broussard will get there first. 11:28 left to go in the period. Over now the near side. Broussard nearly collided there with Lockerin, and now we get a whistle again to stop traffic. 11:19 left to go in the opening period. Hey, Barry, got it? And I was right. I had a feeling it could be. As we were asking earlier the question, by chance, could Griffin Luce be the grandson of the great Don Luce? And he is. And Don Luce, of course, played with those great Sabres teams in the 70s, the Danny Gare and the Jim Schoenfeld and Jerry Korab and the late great Roger Crozier. Yeah, so thank you, Barry. I thought it could be because he was from Amherst, New York, and you know, it just would make sense with a name like Luce, right? Living in that part of the world playing hockey. 11:15 left to go. Here comes Isaacson. He'll tip it across to an open wing. Backhanded down in the corner, played in behind the net by Richardson. As they knock it backhand, they try for the wraparound, they score. And they caught the goaltender leaning the other way, and it's 1-0 Worcester.
Now that one you can see Richardson's unhappy with himself because that is all on Richardson. That one, he misplayed that puck, was not back in the net fast enough, and that's how they got that wraparound. He came out, he played the gamble, which is a tough one when you have to wait for that puck to enter the trapezoid to be able to play it. And instead of discretion being a better part of valor and staying in the net. He decided to go out, try to get it around the man. The man kept up his body up against the boards, stopped the puck, and then instead of getting back in the net faster, Richardson was a little slow getting back between the pipes, and they were able to do the wraparound and put it in the net.
That's going to be the 14th of the year for Anthony Callan and his 25th point. And, we've gotten ourselves in that hole a few times this year. We've seen that. It's a mistake in our own end that ends up costing us. And, again, it's on the goalie. We'll see how he bounces back from that. That's the toughie. How, your nerves are getting played in a while, right? You want to get back between the pipes. You want to make every save, and then something like that happens.
Yeah, no one is more angry about that than Richardson right now, I'm sure.
As they tip it over on the near side, here's Colin Jacobs. Worked it back outside. Fraser shot deflected up in the air in front of the net. Good play there by Isaacson. Outside again, Wilson with a shot. And the save was made. Puck came free. Everybody whacking at it there. And now, finally, the Railers will come the other way. Going to be fired all the way down the ice. Coming around the far wing boards. Ryan Massey. And now Janelle. He'll tip it down in the corner. 10:05 left to go here in the opening frame. A 1-0 lead for Worcester. Here's Klee. Works it back along the wall. Shot from the outside. They score. And it snuck through. And the Railers, and that's going to be DeMills with the goal. And it's going to be 2-0 now in favor of Worcester.
Definitely hit something in front. I don't know if it was the goaltender stick or it was redirected in front. Hudson Wilson had to back in there quick to pick up his man, and right as he got in position is when the puck went past the goaltender. And I couldn't tell. It sounded, based on the sound, I would think that it went off the goaltender's paddle. And it's two fast ones right now the Railers have gotten on the Americans on 7 shots.
Yeah, it's tough. He was still upset about the first one, and then that second one finds its way in for DeMillis. That's going to be just his 4th goal of the year and his 12th point. As we have 9:51 left to go here in the opening period, Worcester up 2-0. So much for that fast start we talked about.
Yeah, went fast start the other way. Now the Americans have had 1 power play so far tonight. Didn't get any shots on it, so that's something that absolutely has to change. You got to start converting with the extra man, but the only way to do that, start shooting.
Still a long way to go in this game. Bounced over the line back into the Allen zone. Here's Kulikov. He'll send it around right side. 9:20 and counting. That one going all the way down the ice and into the netting and out of play.
So, the initial impression right now between the two teams is that they should be pretty even.
Yeah. Well, it's not like they're dominating here. The shots are 7-7. I think early on in the game, we'll chat about that when we come back. It's another 75-second timeout. 2-0 Worcester. You're watching Americans hockey.
On the doorstep of the arena, Kelly's in the Village at Allen is the go-to spot both pregame and postgame. Whether it's lunch, brunch, or dinner, Kelly's is the hot spot in Allen. Meet up with friends and coworkers or drink on the patio while enjoying any one of these Kelly's favorites. Buffalo meatloaf, chicken fried steak, grown-up grilled cheese, or the tasty barbecue club. And don't forget about their Tex-Mex favorites, fajitas, tacos, or build your own enchilada. Open Sunday through Saturday. It's Kelly's in the Village.
1,719 divided by 2,300. No, wait.
What the heck are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing the math, sir.
Doing the math?
Yes, sir.
Why, Ed?
It's simple, sir. Jimmy John's can make a sandwich in 25 seconds, right?
Right.
So during this 30-second commercial, our 2,300 Jimmy John stores will make 4,719 sandwiches, right?
If you say...
What will it take to make 5,000 sandwiches in a radio commercial?
I don't know. What would it take, Ed?
Well, we could speed up our sandwich-making system.
But that would compromise our famous Jimmy John's quality.
Exactly. Then it hit me.
Uh-oh.
We could buy 32-second commercials.
32-second commercials?
Yes, sir. In 32 seconds, Jimmy John's will make exactly 5,000 sandwiches.
But you can't buy 32-second commercials, Ed.
You can't?
No.
Oh, crap.
9:18 left to go here in the opening period. 2-0. We were talking about the game earlier. To be honest, the better scoring chances for Allen here in the opening period. There was quite a while they had that puck in their zone. The bad mistake that comes in behind the net, and then the shot from the outside, whether it hit the paddle or how it ended up in the back of the net. It definitely took a weird bounce coming through.
Yeah. No, I think gameplay-wise, as far as how they match up, it's pretty even, so it should be a decent contest. The Americans' offense will be the one that will make the will be the deciding factor if they can put pucks in the net. And the best thing to do is just do what they've been doing, putting pucks on net and getting a lot of traffic in there.
As we have 8:40 left to go here in the opening period. Puck pinned down there in the corner. Changes on the Worcester bench. They finally get that player out. In the back of the net again, and they score. It's 3-0 Worcester, just like that. They've now scored on 3 of their last 4 shots. And you wonder here if it might be a short night for Luke. And again, he has not played in a long time.
Yeah.
He's, no doubt he's rusty from, sitting for the last several weeks with obviously Dylan Wells playing the majority of the time. And when he wasn't playing, it was Anson Thornton.
Yeah.
He's a quality goaltender. He's a great kid. He's got an awesome attitude the entire time. When he was not playing, he kept positive. Like, my time will be coming. You feel for him. Everybody rooting for him because, like I said, he was in net for one of the biggest wins this year that we had in Kansas City. You got to help him out in front, too. Here comes Callan over the line on the right side. He'll fire one through. End of the glove of Richardson held on to there with 8:09 left to go in the opening period. And our score is 3-0.
As you said, he hadn't played in a while, so he had 3 past you on 8 shots. This is a good lesson for him tonight as far as his developmental growth goes and being resilient and bouncing back. And that's something we don't see with a lot of other goaltenders, where they get those 2 or 3 quick goals on them and they just kind of collapse like a house of cards. So we'll see if he can be tough and stingy the rest of the way.
On the outside, long shot scooped up there and reaching for that rebound, and Richardson has it. As it was a little shaky in front of the net there, but he was able to get the glove on that one and draw the whistle. 8:02 left to go in the opening frame.
Definitely getting some pressure down low. They had a man all unattended in front. Perfect position to pick up that rebound. He makes the initial stop. They try to jam it in the rebound, and he makes that stop as well, and then covers up.
We have 8 minutes exactly left to go in the opening frame. We just need a break to go our way. I mean, this team, they're due for an offensive explosion here coming up one of these games. It's been a while. And now we've got Polino, and now Luce comes over after him. It was Welsh that went down. I was looking up ice. Did you see what happened?
It just looked like they collided. It really looked just like a collision. They weren't looking, because even Welsh didn't seem to be angry at Polino. Of course, the response from the players is that you immediately want to go and defend your teammate. But sometimes players will just run into each other because they're looking in different directions, don't see each other, and they collide. Here's the replay here. Oh, Polino went down, lost an edge, went down, and then took him out that way. So good thing is that Welsh seemed to be okay heading off the ice, because you don't like seeing any player get their legs taken out like that.
And a little shove there by Kulikov. Back up to his feet. And the puck coming around near side, all the way back into the Allen zone. Kulikov will chase it down. We have 7:22 left to go here in the opening period. Again, our score 3-0. Worcester at 3 goals on 4 shots. Tipped in backhander right on. There's a save made. As Olas has been, look out. Hopefully everybody's okay down there. Looks like, where's the puck? Didn't hit anybody. Looks like they're okay. Yep.
2 rows up from the door, down from the top.
Usually the puck does not make it up that high.
No, it doesn't.
You got to keep your eyes open at all times, looking. Down there at section 117. There's Roger Holmes. He's down there tonight. He's been in that section for 16 years, sitting about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows up. Pretty good seats. Face-off coming to center. Colin Jacobs will take the draw against his former team. One there by Jacobs, tipped into the Allen end. Here's Kulikov, worked it across on the right side. All the way down in the corner. Tipped in behind the net there by Klee. Worked around on the left side. pressure on Hora, and that puck will end up going out of play too as it goes up into the netting. Stop action with 6:47 left to go here.
All right, there's a good example of what I've been talking about. When they get that puck on the stick, I prefer they just get a quick shot off rather than an extra 1 or 2 stick handles. It's on the stick. Let it go. Gregor Hansen, that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no dust to grow on that stick. Face off will be taken there and won by the Railers as they put it back in behind the net. That's Ron's number 17. Battle along the boards. Utowski in there trying to get to it. Knocked away, coming across. Here's a shot. That one, and he caught the goaltender looking. He was not sure where that was. Now it's pinned along there on the side of the net. He looked like he had his stick down there just to keep that puck secured. And now we have Isaacson, who was he talking to there, Maurice?
Don Hauser. So those two were pushing and shoving a little bit. It's like no shock if Isaacson's there. He's going to give an extra shove.
He's a protector out there. And that's the way I love the way he plays the game. He's always out there to make sure that nobody's getting close to their goaltender or they're at the other end, and always the first one to get in there to stick up for his teammates. Nick, number 9 for the Allen Americans, playing on. He's been on the line with Jacobs now for a long time. They've had different left wingers. Tonight it's Braden Guy. And it's Gorman in to take the draw. And the Railers win it. Worked along the boards. Broussard, he'll fire one up in the air, way off the boards, down in the far corner. That shot off the near side wall. Broussard put it back down in behind the net. Blaisdell worked it back to the point there, and they sent it back in. 6:05 left to go here in the period. Now comes to Blaisdell, trying to find some room. And that stick was in his way. He was trying to get a stick on puck, and he had the other stick. Now you got the blade broken there in the circle. The other half is kind of moved up nicely right beside it. And the puck comes all the way down the ice. In behind the net, Broussard. 5:41 left to go in the opening period. Here's Powell. Coming to center, worked over the line. All the way down in the corner. 5:29 left here. Shots are 11-8 in favor of Worcester. Here's Polino. He'll take it along the wall, trying to work a backhander in front. Gave it right away. And tipped up now on the wing. Near side. Allen will get it back. Here's Krankovic back in. And that puck jumped off his stick. Not that punt, that puck. As the puck will bounce back to center. Wilson trying to get free. Worked across right side. Over to the left side again, Krankovic. Now Polino brings it back to center. He'll circle around back into his own zone. 4:47 to go. Polino will dump one in. Played there near side by Luce. Now coming ahead towards center, over the line. Here's Klee back over on the right wing. Klee will try to put it in front, and Richardson had that near post covered up. He'll hold on to it, draw the whistle. And we'll take our third and final 75-second timeout here in the opening period with the score. The Worcester Railers 3, the Americans nothing. Back after this.
Involved in an accident and looking for the right place to take your car? Americans fans, take your vehicle to a place where you can trust. Caliber Collision has several locations in the DFW area, including one right down the road from the CUTX Event Center. Each home game, watch for the Caliber Collision of the game when one of our Americans players puts a big hit on the opponent. When your car suffers major damage from an accident, only one name you can trust. That's Caliber Collision, with over 50 locations in the DFW area.
The Gates at Allen Station has been my home for the last 16 years. Located less than 5 minutes from the arena, the Gates at Allen Station offers affordable family living in a beautiful gated community. The Gates offers 3 2- and 1-bedroom apartments along with the opportunity to purchase covered parking and garages. Meet your neighbors at one of their monthly activities. The Gates at Allen Station is a partner of the Allen Americans and offers free Americans hockey tickets to their residents. Call today for more information at 214-390-9433.
Maurice has gone downstairs, ice level. We'll hear from him coming up here shortly. As he'll have an interview with Brett Ferguson. Face-off coming to the left of the Allen net with 4:32 left to go in the opening period. And off the draw, Railers will work it along the wall. Down in the corner. Here's Kulikov trying to push it around to the right side. And dumped ahead now towards center as the puck coming over the line. When Warmouth back in the lineup tonight, he was original lineup that we got from Coach Ferguson, did not have him in. But he is out there tonight. As we have 4:02 left to go here in the opening period. Here comes Stewart. He'll tap it over the line. Asachuk trying to get it back in front. Stewart trying to catch up to it, and the puck went down in the corner. Hora in there battling with Stewart. Allen gets it back. There's a shot fired right through in front. Now Kulikov worked it along the wall. Stewart trying to find some room. He goes down to the ice. And picked up by Klee. Dumped back to center. 3:35 left to go in the opening frame. Kulikov will send it right back in as he feels the check there. Riley Janelle coming across. As we have 3:31 left to go here in the opening frame. Tonight, Kevin and his beautiful bride, Diane, who are listening tonight up in Sherman, will be at the game tomorrow night and also be here for Police Fire. Good to hear from you. Face-off coming to the left of the Allen net. Yeah, Police Fire tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Doubleheader hockey. The Americans and the Railers will follow right after. All the way down in the corner. In behind the net, Dickinson starts up on the left side. Out of the head to center. 3:16 to go in the period. All the way down in. Kaplan there along the wall. Worked it back outside. Long shot through traffic. That one blocked. And now stolen away again by the Railers as they keep the pressure on. Now it comes back to center. Griffin loose on the right side. Knocked across the line by Donhauser. Backhanded all the way down in the corner. Played in behind the net by Powell. Went off a skate there. Now they try to get it in front for a shot. And Richardson coming across on the right side to make the save. Here comes Broussard the other way. He'll send one through the air high up off the glass down in the corner. As it's played in behind the net there by Welsh. Worked it on the right side. Coming to center. Fired all the way back down by Hatton. 2:25 left to go in the opening frame. They have just 11 forwards playing tonight. Playing one short. All the way back down along the wall. Krantkovic able to get there first. Trying to get it back to the outside. Tip back to center. On the left side, Wilson. He'll get it over the line now. As the Americans try to get a shot away. Backhander didn't make it through. Knocked away by Luce. Now Wilson back into his own zone. Nearly gave the puck away, but tipped now off the wall. With 1:54 left to go in the period. Falling down there was J.D. Dudick, the former Allen American. The arm up in the air, and tripping will be the call. As we check in for the first time ice level now with Maurice.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one there for the Americans to get a penalty this late in the period. 1:48 to go. Already down by 3 and trailing in a shot count by 5, 13-8. So see what the Railers do here at this power play. The Americans did nothing when they had theirs, got 0 shots on. So we'll see Worcester and how they look.
Yeah, well, let's hope they don't. I mean, 3-0 is tough enough to come back from. We need to have a good penalty kill here. So there's only 1:48 left to go in the opening frame. So the power play would extend to the second unless they score here. Off the draw, going to be one there by Allen, and Wilson will send it back into the zone. Look at Dewart. He's going to get there first. Dewart in with a scoring chance, and just jumped away from him there. That's the reason why you never turn your back on Mark Dewart, number 8. He'll make you look bad, won't he, Mo?
Oh, absolutely. That's why he's great at every aspect of the game. He will make things happen, even a man down.
All the way back down in the corner, pumped around in the boards. Massey couldn't hold on to it. And the Railers give it away. Here's Dewart again. He'll try to catch up to the puck. And Kaplan able to knock it back to center, tipped over the line. 1:07 left to go here in the opening frame so far. A sloppy power play for Worcester.
Yeah, it's been a great penalty kill so far by the Americans. mainly led by Mark Dewar.
Indeed. All the way back it again. And Olas will let that go. Picked up by Klee now. Starts out in front of his own net. Right wing pass. Hatton trying to get it across the line. Fired one in around the left wing boards. Tip back towards the outside. Klee with a shot. That one knocked down in front. And now you've got Kulikov. Oh, he loves to get in the middle of anything going on in front of his net. And who's got the best view in the house? The kid in the red hat.
Yeah, exactly. It's really great right here. Watching them all just chirp each other as Kulikov not taking anything from Hatton at all.
Matter of fact, Maurice, I can hear the conversation going on in the crowd mic there. You can hear exactly what was being said. We apologize if you heard something you shouldn't have. As the face-off will come just to the left of the Allen net. There is 38 seconds left to go in the opening frame. 51 in the power play. Asks Chuckin to take the draw. And he wins it. Warmith dumped it around the boards, and it's going to come back to center. Here's Klee over the line, or attempted to, knocked away back, loose into his own zone. He'll fire one down around the boards, coming around near side. 17 to go in the period. Work back outside to Loose. He'll send it near wing, trying to put it through in front, knocked up off the boards. Loose again from the left point this time. 5 to go in the period. 16 seconds left to go in the power play. And the horn will sound to end the opening frame. The shots 14-8 in favor of Worcester, but pretty good penalty kill there for Allen at the end. And they still have time left on the clock, but only 12 seconds. As the Americans file off the ice, we wait for head coach Brett Ferguson, who will join us here coming up shortly. Talked to Fergie this morning. And now our interview with the coach, brought to you by Classic of Texoma. Here's Mo.
Down 3-0 after the first 20. I know that Richardson definitely would love to have a couple of those goals back.
Yeah, it's not all on him. Obviously, a little miscommunication on the goalie handle behind the net, and the guy kind of just runs right into him and jams him. So, when they leave that crease, they're fair game sometimes. And then we just got to be better along the walls. They're winning the battle. Like 80% of the game seems to be on the yellow along the walls, and we just got to find a way to win those battles.
What do you think you're going to do here in the second and third? Aside from winning those battles, looks like they're pretty evenly matched, both teams.
Yeah, 100%. I thought we had a lion's share of the chances, really. So we just got to find a way. It's a big goalie net. He's 6'7", 250, so there's not a lot of holes. We got to try to get him moving east-west a little bit, get his feet moving.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
All right, Tommy, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mo, and thank you, Fergie, for stopping by. We played 20 minutes here in DFW, and the Worcester Railers, the visitors from the Northeast, had a little trouble getting out of town. They were stuck in Pittsburgh. Luckily, were able to make it here, as they didn't get here until this afternoon, but ready to play some hockey, and they have a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes. You're watching Allen Americans hockey tonight on FloHockey TV. Those of you that are tuning in tonight on the Mixler app, and those who are listening in the building on 107.3 FM. Thank you for tuning in to Allen Americans hockey. We're back with our first intermission guest after this timeout.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 37th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2025 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2025 ECHL Hockey Heritage Weekend. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
At our table, craft means everything. It's where a one-of-a-kind brewhouse experience has been perfected for over 40 years. Where over 140 delicious items are perfectly paired with award-winning handcrafted beer. And the only place where you can top it all off with our world-famous Pizookie dessert. It's at BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse, where there's a moment on every plate and a memory at every table. Right now, get $10 off any order of $40 or more. For more details, visit bjsrestaurants.com.
Involved in an accident and looking for the right place to take your car? Americans fans, take your vehicle to a place where you can trust. Caliber Collision has several locations in the DFW area, including one right down the road from the CUTX Event Center. Each home game, watch for the Caliber Collision of the game when one of our Americans players puts a big hit on the opponent. When your car suffers major damage from an accident, only one name you can trust. That's Caliber Collision, with over 50 locations in the DFW area.
Ready to refinance? The loan experts at Commercial Bank of Texas could save you thousands. Interest rates have fallen to historic lows, and your CBTX personal banker is ready to help you lock in a low 30-year fixed rate, or take advantage of our home equity and home improvement loans. It's easy to apply, and our loan experts are by your side every step of the way. Commercial Bank of Texas. That's banking Texas style. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We all dread making that dentist appointment, but taking care of our teeth is important to our health. Americans fans have been calling Dr. Ross J. Miller their dentist since 2009. Make an appointment today by calling 972-727-1200. When it comes to dental health, choose the best. Dr. Ross J. Miller, the official dentist of the Allen Americans. Dr. Ross J. Miller, located at 915 West Exchange Parkway in Allen. Call today, 972-727-1200.
Four-time Double-A champions. It's Allen Americans Hockey on Mixler.com.
Well, we are back here at CUTX Event Center. Not for the opening period we hoped for, but it's only one period. There are still 40 minutes of hockey left to go. The Americans trailing the Worcester Railers by a score of 3-0 after 20 minutes play. Let's take a peek at the highlights here from this game. I don't think we have any. John, do we have any recorded highlights here for the opening period? We'll check on that, and hopefully we'll be able to play. If not, we'll get them for you the second intermission. But the officials tonight's game are brought to you by Ryan Lloyd State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Ryan Lloyd State Farm is there. Sam Heineman is our lone referee. The linesmen are number 51, Aaron Schacht, and number 76, Daniel U.S. Barnes, as the Americans and the Worcester Railers. First of three this weekend. Tomorrow night, 7:10, and Sunday afternoon at 2:10 at CUTX. Shots in the opening frame, 14-8 in favor of the Worcester Railers. Allen got out to the early advantage in shots. They were out shooting him 4-1, but then after that point, things really turned in favor of Worcester. They got on the board first in the opening period, 8:59. Cowan with number 14 on the year. Uninsisted, a mix-up in behind the net. Cowan with the wraparound beats Luke Richardson 1-0 down at the 8:59 mark. It wasn't long. Matter of fact, a minute and 3 seconds later, DeMellis, his fourth of the year from the outside, somehow found a way through. Clee and Janelle with the assist. And it's 2-0 Worcester, and then Kaplan at 11:30. So as you can see, all the goals came very quickly within about 2.5 minutes. Kaplan, number 14 on the year. Don Hauser and Lagerin with the assist. 3-0 Worcester after 20 minutes of play. As far as shots in this game, Griffin Luce led the way for the Worcester Railers. 3 shots on net. For the Americans, nobody had more than 2. Hudson Wilson with 2. And that is pretty much it as we are through 20 minutes of play. Hatton had a penalty. He went off for hooking minor. And for the Americans, Polino had one at 18-12. And still has 12 seconds left in the power play. Barry Jansen up here in the booth with us. And not the start that we wanted. I know talking to Fergie this morning, I said, hey, this is a team you should be able to play with. You know, they're a 500 team. We haven't seen them, but looking up and down the roster, it looked like just one of those games where it could be a close game. Not so far here in the opening frame.
Yeah, and as he said to Mo in the interview, it's along the walls or we're getting beat. And I had asked him about keys to the game this morning. And he said they're a big, strong team. I actually looked it up. They're the tallest and heaviest team in the league. everybody's real close, but they happen to be the biggest, and that's what's kind of causing them a problem. I have a couple of pieces of information I want to share.
Absolutely.
First of all, they didn't look very good on that power play, but guess who's got the number one road power play in the league?
I'm just going to guess the Worcester Railers.
27%.
Wow.
But they're missing their top scorer, their all-star, that Anthony Rapisi, I think his name is. He's like fourth in the league in goals. The other thing I found when I was writing my blog this morning is you had mentioned that we played them rarely, only twice.
Yeah. I remember that trip we went there. That was part of a long road trip for us.
And you won the game, though, there.
We
you
did.
Lost here, won there.
Yeah.
Here's the trivia question for the night. Who got the game-winning goal in that game?
Which one? The one in Worcester or the one here?
Well, here you lost.
Okay, there you go.
So you won in Worcester. Game-winning goal, someone playing tonight.
J.D. Dudek.
Cole Frazier.
Really?
It's the only game-winning goal he's had in 66 games with the Allen Americans.
Wow.
But
that was a trip that we went to Adirondack. We went to Brampton. We went to Worcester. We were all over the map. I do have a lot of memories from that trip. Probably the most memorable was Steve Martinson forgetting his passport. And we thought, okay, how are we going to get this coach across the border? And instead, because it was right around COVID time pretty much, and thought there's no chance they're going to let him across the border. Steve Martinson talked his way into Canada. Only Marty could have done that. Good nuggets there on that, by the way.
But speaking of him, tonight, Brad Ralph is going to pass Martinson for third all-time in in games coached.
In the
518.
Wow.
Of course, he's got 1,123 in Double-A hockey, which no one will ever pass
nobody's going to
that.
pass that one there. Barry Jansen up here joining us on the intermission. Well, as we talked about this morning, we have a new player in the lineup tonight, and he's from Finland. Perfect timing, right, with the U.S. beating Finland last night. Mikko Matika, big kid at 6'3.5", and he told me 188 pounds, so that's what I'm going with there. Right shot. What did you think of him out there in the opening period?
I thought he looked good. He obviously has a ton of skill.
Yeah.
Would be nice if he could get a goal. He struggled this year in Tucson, but as you mentioned last year, he actually had 20 goals last year in Denver. That was the second highest goal total on the team.
Yeah.
So he definitely has the skill, and you always know when they're good at that level. I mean, Denver's a national champion, so he'll get it. He'll get it.
I feel like he's going to get one tonight, Barry. If not tonight, he'll get one tomorrow. I mean, I watched him out there in practice this morning, and I'm not going to say which goaltender, but goal after goal after goal in the back of the net. The guys were all cheering for him. Everybody was loving it except the goaltender. But, yeah, he's got, as you mentioned, he's got a lot of skill. Hey, you and I also in our conversation we had on the phone this morning, he kind of reminded me of when I watched him out there of Nikita Chepelov. Remember when he was here with San Jose? They sent him here to get some ice time in, and all of a sudden that kid turned it on and wound up going back to San Jose. So good for him, but he's happy to be here. He's excited because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and he's in the land of the Dallas Cowboys. And when I saw him this morning, after practice, he had Texas Longhorn sweats. I'm wait a minute, you're a kid from Finland? You're a Cowboys fan and you got Longhorn pants on, but so he's right at home here in DFW.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but he finished a couple of checks too, so it's always good to see that as well.
The one thing that's impressed me, and he's been good for the last several games, and Harrison Blaisdell, it seems like he's being much more aggressive out there. He wants that puck on his stick like the other night. He was not going to be denied of getting that goal for the third straight game, and he was trying to get to an open puck tonight to get a good shot on net. What do you think is what's going on with him? A light going on or what? Because he looks like a completely different player over the last week.
Well, did I tell you the story about his sticks?
He got somebody's sticks.
Yeah. He bet Matt. He would give Matt buy coffee for him for a month if he scored a goal in that, I think it was a Rapid game,
if he'd give him Hardy, because we had 3 custom sticks of Hardys. And, of course, Matt jumped all over that. He had 1 goal in 28 games at that point. So Matt said, absolutely. And he went out and scored. Then he got the sticks. Next night he scored with the custom stick, got it stuck in the boards, the blade stuck. You know how they get it stuck behind the net? Snapped it. So now he's down to 2 custom sticks.
All right. That's, by the way, that's
helping.
Matt Militich, our equipment guy Barry's referencing there. Well, you got a stretch of games here, Barry, coming up that are going to be really tough. You know, you've got first Kansas City next weekend. I know you got to get through this weekend, but looking ahead on the road trip, could you find a tougher road trip right now than going to Kansas City and Tahoe back-to-back?
No. That's why they got to get a couple of wins in this series, because it's going to be really tough on that 6-game road trip. I guess you come home and then go again, but those will be 6 tough games. And Rapid City and Utah are playing well all of a sudden, and so we're just falling further and further behind. So we got to get it turned around.
You felt for Luke, especially the play-in behind the net. He's a good kid. You know, he's been very patient. He's been, you know, just one of those guys that's, you know, even though he wasn't playing, it's tough to sit, right? Marco learned that early in the year. He's been a good soldier. He finally got his opportunity tonight. He's one of those kids you want to root for.
Yeah, and it was actually January 10th, so it's been over a month. And that's a tough assignment for anybody to come in like that. And, yeah, I mean, I know Brett was saying the defense caused some of the problems, but I think those are a couple of pretty soft goals.
The original lineup I got today had Van Unen back there on defense tonight, and it changed to Warmoth at the last minute. I wonder, I'll have to find out. Maybe we can find out from Coach during the second intermission what happened. I don't know if he's not feeling well or what.
I don't know, because when he sent me the lineup, Warmoth was on it.
Okay, so something changed from when I was downstairs this morning to get
from then.
Yeah.
I got you.
Anything else? I mean, what else do you have coming up? I know you're always one of those guys. You find these, especially this time of year with the Europe thing really kind of coming to a close there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of movement, though, especially going the other way.
Sure.
Did you see Mark Sinclair?
I
is
did.
Headed to Finland.
I did. It kind of surprised me because he'd been playing so well here, and obviously when you're playing well here, you're going to get calls, right? Your agent's looking out for you all the time. You know, and we just talked about Murphy coming back to Idaho. Yeah. That's been a huge help for him. Anybody else on the move?
I mean, I can't remember the names. There's actually been more going to Europe than coming this way. I did today look at how many goalies every team has used, and it's fascinating because all the division leaders have used either 2 or 3 goalies. You get to the lower end, and there's 5, 6 goalies they've used. So there's something to say about having a set goalies for the time. I mean, we're kind of at the top. We've used 5.
Yeah.
But Toledo's used 2 goalies all year. You know, that's the kind of stuff you need.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing. As the standings are right now, if the playoffs started tomorrow, Worcester's in. They got a 4-point lead up on Reading. But when you look at their lineup, and obviously their leading scorer is out, as you talk about, it's not like anybody really blows you away. There's a lot of familiar names in the lineup, guys that played here.
Yeah, I agree. But they're a tough team to play against.
Big, strong, yeah.
They are a tough team to play against. And I think they've won 4 out of the last 5. So they're kind of on the upswing while we're kind of the opposite. You know what? Can't even remember the total number of goals. Must be like almost 30-7 or something now over the last 4 games. I mean, we got to get this turned around for sure.
We do. A very, very important series. Barry, thanks for coming up as always. Great weekend. Happy Valentine's. Did you get Nancy or Candy?
No, Nancy and Erin, our daughter, are in the middle of the Atlantic going to Spain.
Taylor Swift?
No, they're just, all they're doing is going across the ocean. I mean, I would think it would be so boring, but they're having a great time.
You don't want to go?
No.
They probably didn't ask Barry. They knew that this is hockey season. He's not going to want to go. Thanks, Bear.
Yep, bye.
Thanks for coming up. The great Barry Jansen. You can read his blog, of course, in the morning. Go to the Americans website and click on News and Info. And Jansen on hockey for the latest news on what's going on, not only in American land, but what's going on in the world of hockey. And Maurice Maurice! So I did get a chance to talk to little Jack today, and he said, Papa, you know today's Valentine's Day, right? And he said, yeah, I know. So I gave my girlfriend a Valentine's candy today. I said, well, that's good. What did you get her? He said, well, I gave her the other half of my Snickers bar. I said, what? You didn't even get her, her own candy?
He's practical. That's what it is. He's smart.
Now,
He's
here's
how to
the
save
other
his
thing.
money.
He asked me, he said, are you buying Maurice any candy? I said, hell no. I said, you know what? I gave him like 20 boxes of Altoids last year. He's got his own
I'm good for a
treats
while.
there. There you go. Hopefully Scott bought Becky some Valentine's. She's not listening yet. She'll put that headset on in a moment. But happy Valentine's Day to all out there. If you are one that chooses to celebrate, what did Maurice call it, a Hallmark holiday?
Yeah, it's a corporate holiday.
Corporate holiday. All right, face-off will come to center. There's still 12 seconds left for Allen to kill on this Worcester power play. And Asachuk out there with Dewart on one side and Wilson on the other. Cole Frazier, the lone guy back as we're underway here in the second period. And going to be tipped into the zone. Wilson will go down and grab it in the corner. That one going from the left to the right here in the second period at CUTX. And Polino out of the box there for Allen. He will try to get to the bench as the puck coming across the ice. That one actually hit Polino with the skates. They got a 2-on-1 coming back the other way with a shot. And Richardson able to make the save, and there's another great opportunity in front. The Americans kind of get caught in the bad change there, Mo. That went off the skate, and they were set up with the perfect 2-on-1.
Yeah, definitely not a good break for Allen at all. Right off the skate of Polino, which led to the 2-on-1.
As we're 50 seconds old here in the second period, back with another shot. That one blocked. And here come the Americans back the other way. Mikko has looked good out there so far. They're number 91, a native of Helsinki, Finland. All the way around to the boards near side. Here they come over the line again. Lagerin, he'll tip it over, far wing. Little hit there along the boards by Kulikov. As the puck played at center. Yataski, as we talked about here, and you mentioned during the pregame show how big this team is, Maurice.
Yeah, they're definitely not a small team at all. And, they're going to be physical, but as we've been saying, they seem pretty evenly matched play-wise.
Lagerin back into the zone, trying to get in the middle, drops it outside for a shot. That one blocked. And Lagerin will fire it right back in, warm it down in the corner. Taken away again by Worcester. They try to put it in front. Knocked up off the near side boards. Kulikov. He'll shift it around right side. Taken back now by the Railers, and a shot way wide from Hora from the outside on his way to the bench for a change. 2 minutes gone here in the second period. Across one-timer, didn't get nothing on that one. Almost sounded like a broken stick by Lagerin. Here they come the other way, and changes now on the Allen bench. As they'll get the Colin Jacobs line out of the ice. Back into the zone. They'll pound one down in the corner. Broussard will grab it back in behind the net. Now Broussard had it knocked away. Help there from Powell up off the near wing wall. Here's Dudek. Tipped it. Trying to get it across the line. Over back into their own zone now with 17:23 left to go in the second frame. Puck fired in there by Rons all the way down in the corner. Now Isaacson tipped it ahead. Back into the zone. Welsh will fire it ahead at center. Over the line, J.D. Dudek back into the zone. Dudek with a shot and a wrister from the left circle. And Richardson's got that one as he holds on. With 17:05 left to go here in the second. And Worcester doubling us up in shots here, 16-8.
You can see the Worcester Railers have adjusted to the Americans and are getting more into an aggressive forecheck, knowing that the Americans run into trouble when they face that. That's what's led to a couple of turnovers in the Americans' end. It has to be much better on the breakout, quicker out of the zone.
It's about 3 minutes gone here in the second period, coming to you from CUTX Event Center. There's a quick shot. That one blocked down on the ice. And Blaisdell threw his body at that one. It's the puck coming all the way over the line. Back into the zone. Tipped up now towards center. And now it's going to be Cowan there along the wall. He sent it ahead. Gorman dumped it off to an open wing. Brought back over the line again. Top back, there's Welsh with a shot. That one knocked down in front as Blaisdell will grab the loose puck. Tipped it right back in front. We have 16:29 left to go here in the second period. Allen is down by 3-0. All 3 goals coming in about a 2.5 minute span in that opening frame.
Yeah, devastating couple of minutes for the Americans, down by 3.
There's Riley Janelle, the former Allen American, out there, number 9. He'll head over to the Worcester bench. Over the line, Warmouth back into the zone. Here's Warmouth towards the front of the net with a shot knocked down there. Nice play by Hugo Olas. Maurice had that name. He nailed it right away, first time. Here's Cameron Nault. He'll tip it across the line, back into the zone. Intercepted there at center by Braden Watts. Here's Mark Dewart trying to find some room down in the corner. Down on his knees, able to get that pass away to Watts. Watts trying to find some room, put it back in behind the net. In front, Chuck there with an opportunity. You can tell he's frustrated, Maurice. He thought he had that one.
Yeah, he definitely felt he was going to get a better shot than he did.
And another chance there, this time Mark Dewart from the left side. He didn't miss by much. Chuck trying to put it in front. Backhanded right on rebound. Goes right in front. They score. It's Artem Kulikov. And the Americans are on the board. It's 3-1 with 15-17 left to go in the second period. The lead is now 2.
Well, you just got to keep pounding the net. First shot was taken by Dewart. The rebound was picked up by Kulikov, and he put it in rapidly. And what you need to do right there is just keep pounding that net. He's, as Fergie said, this is a big goaltender, 6'7", 250 pounds. So a guy that size does not have to be very athletic. He just covers a lot of net just standing there. So you got to get him, as he said, east-west. I always say with big goaltenders, got to get him moving lateral. Same thing. Or get that puck on him, make the save. He's down. He's like a turtle at that point. Put it past him.
Well, we'll see if they can add now to that total as they're only down by 2. And the crowd into it here. First time all game they've had a chance to get excited in the building. Good crowd, by the way, for a Friday night.
Yeah.
As they tip it around in the near boards. Here's Broussard, able to knock it across. Powell able to get it over. Matika will put it up on the wing. Back in now. Krankovic with a shot, and that one really kind of stunned Olas a little bit. He was looking around. His mask comes off. He's a little frustrated.
I think that shot was a little high. He shook his head like that mask was loose, and then shook it again to knock it off and get the whistle.
I've never met anybody named Hugo before. Have you?
Only in comics.
Honestly, I mean, great name. What a great hockey name,
That's
especially a goalie name,
man.
right?
Yeah.
As the face-off will come up in the Worcester zone. American Hockey coming to you tonight from CUTX Event Center, and it's going to be a busy weekend of hockey in this building. 3-3. First time all year we've had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And bouncing puck coming across the line now, Janelle. He's got Callan on the far wing. Save made by Richardson. He's starting to feel his groove a little bit there.
Yeah, he had a rough start in the first period, but he's been out a while, so takes him a little bit of time to get up to game speed. Starting to look a lot more confident again.
Hey, it's almost like we're playing the World Hockey Games here. You've got a Finnish goaltender at this end. You've got a Swedish goaltender at the other.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sweden and Finland will play tomorrow afternoon at noon our time. Here's Welsh. She'll tip it. Knocked down there by Wilson. Coming across the line, Jacobs. He's looking. Jacobs in with a shot, and again, the save made there by Olas. And he dropped it, but then gloved it, as we'll get the whistle. 14:10 left to go here in the second period.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do. Follow up those shots right away, because if he bobbles it, be ready to pound on it, which is what they did. But he had covered it just as they went to reach for it. But still, good pressure by the Americans there. I like what they're doing.
Face-off coming to the right of the Olas net. You must have had a little Swedish in your blood there, because I was not 100% sure on the pronunciation of that name, but you nailed it.
Well, you be around the game, you get to learn how to pronounce all these different names. That's one of the things that's fun about hockey is all the names.
All the way back in behind the net. Little tip in front. That one knocked away. And now Asachuk. Tip back to center. They get it right back and fired right back in. All the way down in the corner. Here's Wilson. Centering pass. Went off the skate of Watts. Hora worked it over to the right side as they bring it across the line. Kicked away by Dewart. Back in behind the net. 13:33 will have to go here in the second period. Over on the far wing, Watts tapped it up off the wall. Hora will chase it down in the corner. Back in behind the cage. Dewart in behind the net. He gets knocked off the puck there by Hora. Still fighting for it as they continue the battle down in the corner. Dewart put it back around near wall. Watts will pick it up for Allen. Trying to find some room there. Now coming the other way, DeMellis. He'll bring it over the line. DeMellis into the middle. Looking to make that pass, and they split the D. It's going to go all the way back into the zone as Rons will chase it down. 17-12 the shots. We're playing better here in this second period. Seeing a little bit more jump in the step out there for Allen. As they work it back to the left point. Tipped along the boards. Fired ahead to center off the wall, coming all the way down the ice. And the icing will bring it back the other way.
One of my favorite names when it comes to hockey names was Miroslav Shatam.
Oh, my God.
I always wanted him to get picked up by the Devils.
Well, you know what? It's funny because Rick Jeanneret, the late, great Rick Jeanneret, the voice of the Buffalo Sabres, anytime Miro Shatan would score, he'd say, "The devil made him do it." Classic line. Off the face-off there, going to be tipped on the near side. Nolt will put it up in the air, grab there at center, knocked over the line there by Blaisdell. We have 12:22 left to go here in the opening frame. Coming all the way down the ice. Worked along the wall, Welsh went down. Here they come the other way, now Broussard over the line, trying to get it back in the middle. Blaisdell, backhander, that one right through in front. Kept in by Allen. Polino on the far wing. Now Blaisdell trying to get it in front. Broussard now on the outside, went left wing pass. Blaisdell again through traffic. That one didn't make it through, and it's blocked all the way back to center. As Powell back into his own zone. 11:45 left to go here in the second period. It is the Americans trailing 3-1, but they're on the board courtesy of Artem Kulikov. Bouncing puck coming back to the outside. Tika put it around near wing. Polino back up top. Long shot. Powell through traffic. Rebound in front. Knocked away. I think a good action in front of the net. And coming all the way back into the zone. Right wing pass, Krankovic. He'll send it near side. Matika knocked it off the wall all the way back down in behind the net. Olas over off the right wing boards. To center. Too far. Grabbed now by Frazier. He'll send it ahead. Back in behind the net. We have exactly 11 minutes left to go here in the second period. Krankovic, left wing with the pass. Matika looking for room. He'll send it across outside Frazier. He'll whip one through. Rebound there. Colin Jacobs ready. And Olas holding on to that puck in front of the net. We'll take a timeout here. The Americans are on the board here in the second period. Finally, they trail by 2. It's 3-1. This is Allen Americans Hockey.
The Gates at Allen Station has been my home for the last 16 years. Located less than 5 minutes from the arena, the Gates at Allen Station offers affordable family living in a beautiful gated community. The Gates offers 3 2- and 1-bedroom apartments along with the opportunity to purchase covered parking and garages. Meet your neighbors at one of their monthly activities. The Gates at Allen Station is a partner of the Allen Americans and offers free Americans hockey tickets to their residents. Call today for more information at 214-390-9433.
Get extra napkins when you order a hot and juicy Quarter Pounder. A normal amount of napkins just won't do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're ordering McDonald's and your friend says they don't want fries, get them the fries. Or else your fries will be their fries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Kiss Cam, perfect night for that Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's Becky over there. She looking like she's got, I hope Scott got you some candy, for goodness sakes. Yeah, she's giving the old, yeah, there you go. And I know Gary Hurst took care of Nancy, for sure, although I don't see them over there tonight. Well, how about Robert Moore? Were you a good soldier? Did you take care of Miss Linda? Attaboy. Happy Valentine's Day to all. 10:38 left to go here in the opening period. Long shot Wilson through traffic, and that one knocked away. Here they come 3-on-2 back the other way. Donhauser will try to put it in front. Save made by Richardson. As he fired that puck from along the boards through traffic, and Richardson going to make a nice save there. Scooped up and held by Olas at the other end. Is Isaacson with a chance, and we're going to get a face-off coming up in the Worcester zone with 10:19 left to go in the opening period, should say.
You know, if his Olas's parents had a good sense of humor, they would have named him Olaf. Olas.
Oh, boy. We're getting silly season here already.
Let's have some fun with different names.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some great ones over the years. Still my favorite of all time. Well, we had Benjamin D.U. De Pavel. That was a great one. D.U. De Pavel. You know, I mean, during Christmas, that was perfect. Also, Sergei Krivokrasov. Remember him?
Yeah.
Hockey definitely has the best names of any sport out there, guaranteed. As they tip it ahead now to center, over the line. Backhanded down in the corner. Callan back in behind the net. Now picked up there. Mashi will send it around near wall. Quickly they fire one through in front off the far wing boards. From the other side, Callan. That one goes wide. Tip back out by Mashi. Here's Hora. Back to Mashi with a shot through traffic. He went after his own rebound there. Now Kulikov trying to come up with it. He'll go the other way with Dewart. And now a broken stick on the ice. He didn't even get a chance to make that pass there, Maurice.
No, he went to throw the pass across ice, and the blade just snapped off.
That's what I call a cheap blade.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the way things are with these newer composite sticks.
I'd take my razors right back to Walgreens if that happened to me. Over the line they come. Watts dropped it off. Matika trying to put it through in front. He had a man there. Watts couldn't connect. Matika down in the corner. Mikko, the newest member of the Allen Americans. The kid from Helsinki, Finland. 9:03 left to go here in the period. Up off the near wing boards. Back into the zone, Powell. He will work it up on the left side. Here's Krankovic. Krankovic starts ahead to center. Now, Matika down in the corner, in behind the net, trying to find some room. Got good speed there for a kid almost 6'4". In front, Krankovic trying to get a shot away. Back out to Powell. He'll work it along the boards. Now Polino in the middle. He'll fire one through. That one tipped and reaching out. Hugo Olas makes the save. You know, I've never been to Sweden. I've never been to Finland, but I've got a piece of it right in between me right here. And a good night in North Texas. Timeout with the score, 3-1. The visitors in the lead. You're watching Americans hockey.
Lane's Chicken Fingers has 2 locations in Collin County, in Allen at the corner of Highway 75 and McDermott, and in Frisco off of Dallas Parkway. Each Lane's meal comes with marinated chicken, crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, 22-ounce drink, and a signature Lane sauce. Be sure to try their chicken club, chicken sandwich, or chicken wrap, or the classic grilled cheese. They also have 2 different kids' meals, and their lemonade is second to none.
My Community Credit Union is the title sponsor of the Allen Police and Fire Charity Hockey Game. Located off of Highway 75 in Allen, right next to Two Rows, My Community Credit Union is ready to help you today with any financial questions. Whether it's auto loans, personal loans, home loans, or credit cards, My Community Credit Union and their friendly staff are ready to serve you. My Community Credit Union also sponsors the Teacher of the Month. Call today at 432-688-8400.
Speaking of Teacher of the Month, we will have our teacher recognition tomorrow night here in the building. As the Americans and the Worcester Railers Saturday night here in Allen. So, all right, I'm going to test your knowledge here. Where is Linköping, Sweden? Have you ever heard of it?
No, it's somewhere over in Sweden is all I can tell you.
Yeah, my geography is very, very strong, but not that strong. But somewhere out there, his family is watching the game.
Yeah, it's one of the countries I definitely would love to visit someday.
Same here. Tipped up in the air over the top of the net. Here's Nault down in the corner. He'll send it back in behind the net. 8:20 left to go in the period. Grabbed there at center by Wilson as they tip it across the line. 19-16 of the shots here in favor of the Railers, but Allen with the goal on the board here, the only one here in the second period. Frazier from the outside. That one knocked down. Puck trying to get it back in front and covered up again by Olas. And we'll get another face-off in the Worcester zone. Well, Allen definitely the better team in the second period with the Americans putting the pressure on. And I think, like you said earlier, I mean, you just got to get a little aggressive. He's a big goaltender, right? Big goalies don't like to be hit. You get in his grill a little bit and, make him feel uncomfortable, take away some of his space. You're going to get in his head a little bit.
Yeah, you got to pressure him. You got to get him moving because big goaltenders are relying on their size to cover much of the real estate. So you got to take that away by making a move.
Frazier knocked that one down at the blue line. It's going to roll all the way back down in the corner. We have 7:47 left to go in the second period. Tipped off the wall. Railers trying to get it back there, and it's going to be pushed out of the near wall. Frazier. He'll dump it back in behind the net. Wilson will grab it there. 7:34 left to go in the second period. Puck coming all the way down the ice. Cora able to get there first. Tipped it along the near wall. Frazier way up top. Knocked down out of the air. Back at center right in front of the Allen bench. They tip it back into the Americans' end. Here comes Wilson, left wing with the pass. Too far for Braden Guy. Back to Wilson at center one more time. Here's Janelle. He'll get it across. Hora coming over the line. He'll send it right wing. Over now. And they couldn't get a shot away, and they lost the puck, and now the Americans got a 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Isaacson across, and they missed the pass to Watts as they tip it in behind the net. 6:45 and counting to go in the period. Boy, if they can get one here, man, we got a game. As the Americans have been the better team here in the second period. They've had some rough travel. Their legs might start to get a bit heavy here, Maurice, after stuck in Pittsburgh and then trying to fly in here game day. They didn't get a morning skate today.
Yeah.
Puck tipped along the boards, worked it back outside. Dewart. He'll put it back up top. Shot through traffic. Warmouth save made again, and the pass in front of the net is Hora trying to clear Watts out there in front. Up off the boards on the outside. Over to the left wing now. Shot through traffic, knocked away. And they'll be sent back to center and rolling across the line all the way back into the Allen zone. Warmouth quickly delivers. Up on the near wing. Knocked over the line there. And back to center. It's Warmouth back into his own zone. Quinn has not played in a bit. Back into the lineup tonight. Here's Warmouth up to center. Picked off there. Look out, here they come. Got some room. Coming back in, Callan trying to get a shot away. And he tangles up there with Warmouth, a couple of big guys. And we'll get a 75-second timeout. 3-1 is our score in favor of Worcester. Back in a moment.
Northside Draft House is your official hockey bar in North Texas. They're located at 3000 Northside Drive in Richardson. Northside Draft House is open from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Stop by Northside to watch your favorite NHL team on the big screen. And yes, they do have the NHL package, so all hockey fans are welcome. Their pizza is the absolute best.
They also have a great selection of sandwiches that includes a house favorite, the BLT, along with grilled chicken, mouth-watering burgers, chicken wings, quesadillas, along with the best appetizers in the Metroplex. Northside Draft House has all your favorite domestic beers, along with your favorite wines and seltzers. Stop by and meet Blake and Matt and the great staff at Northside Draft House, where hockey is always on the list. Northside Draft House, an official partner of your Allen American.
So I can guarantee you tomorrow night at Northside Draft House, well, tomorrow, double duty. They'll have the hockey on for sure. That's your official hockey bar in DFW at Northside Draft House. The Stall Cups are here tonight. Their whole family is here down in Section 100. It looks like Mary and Bud are back too. Good to see them. I know they were feeling under the weather a little bit.
Everybody's been feeling that way, especially with the change in temperature, and it's going to be even colder as we get into next week. So it'll warm up tomorrow, and then going to be right back to being cold tomorrow night, and then even colder midweek.
Yeah, I mean, you know, where we're headed, Kansas City, the weather is going to get nasty.
Yeah.
We'll see. And with a shot, and Richardson down makes another big save there with 5:30 left to go in the period. The confidence growing with him. He's been much, much better. You know, it was tough on him going in there after sitting for, nearly a month. And, just trying to get that feel of the puck in game. You know, you can make all the saves you want in practice, but nothing like game action.
No, game speed is different, especially for goaltenders. Timing is everything.
Yep.
And his judgment was definitely off in that first period and is definitely improved here in the second, as has the Americans play.
Off the draw, one there by Worcester, shot in, another save on the 21st shot of the night for the Railers. Here's Powell, sent it up off the boards. Massey worked it across right side. Back in now, Callan with a shot. That one ends up in the netting just to our left.
So face-off will be to the right of Luke Richardson. Oh, it'll be to the left.
You know, coming into the game tonight, we mentioned that Harrison Blaisdell's got the streak going of 3 straight games with a goal. Mark Stewart has assists in back-to-back games.
Maybe some late-game heroics, get that tying goal or to get the go-ahead goal, overtime.
You know what? I'd really love to see Blaisdell get another. I mean, you know, he's been, even this morning in practice, he's out there. You can tell he's so much more confident. He's playing right now with a lot of speed and a lot of happiness out there as he's got his game going. You know, he wanted to contribute to this team. He said, look, you know, felt like I wasn't doing my part and I wanted to, you know, do my thing. And 3 games in a row now, he scored some pretty big goals.
Yeah, he's been doing his part, that's for sure.
Here's Watts back into the zone. Along the boards, he'll tip it. Here's a shot through again. Richardson make the save. The rebound coming right through in front. And J.D. Dudek went flying through the air there and nearly hit that near side post.
Almost looked like Bobby Orr.
No, not quite that good.
No, not that good. But, I mean, they almost had the same motion. It just, he wasn't flying it. He didn't score.
As the puck tipped back into the Allen zone, here's Frazier on the right side. Braden Watts dropped it off for Dewart. Trying to step around one, couldn't get through. Now they come back into the zone. The Americans have 3 back. There's a shot. That one up in the air. Did not go out of play. Kept in by Welsh. He gave it right to Wilson. Knocked away in front of the Allen net. Now they turn it over, and another shot and a test right there. Richardson knocked that one down and able to hold it with the glove. Is the top line there for the Worcester Railers. Kaplan, Lagerin, and Donhauser doing some damage. They stole the puck and then created a pretty good scoring chance there in front. And Luke Richardson able to make the save.
And still having issues in their own end with the miscommunications, mishandling the puck. That's leading to these turnovers.
Polino out to take the draw. And it's won there by the Railers as it jumped back to center.
Dickinson all the way back towards his own end, tipped it up in the right wing. Over the line, off the right wing boards, and it'll come back in behind the net. Hit there by Polino. Wilson trying to knock that puck free. Fraser a little backhand up on the left side. Over the line, trying to find some room there. Matika nearly caught up to that puck. Dump back towards the Allen zone. Fraser up on the left side. Grankovic across to Polino in the right corner. Now coming in there, Matika trying to knock it away as we have 3:10 left to go in the second period. Maurice, by the way, will be chatting during our second intermission. We'll coming up shortly with Harrison Blaisdell. Bouncing puck coming down in the corner. We're going to get those steps in there pretty quickly. He'll make it down. I got faith in Mo. Nobody's going to pull one over on old Fitzy. All the way down in the corner as the puck starts up in the left wing. Ora tipped it to center. Massey will whip one in as they tip it around on the left side. Back around it comes to Warman. Up on the right wing there, Nault at center. Grabbed there by Blaisdell. Fired a shot and that one just wide. As Blaisdell looking for 4 in a row. Tipped over in the corner as we have 2:13 left to go in the period. Americans down by 2, 3-1. Around to the near side. Ora tipped it up on the wing. Callan couldn't control there. Now Massey battling for it. Knocked away. Came right to Kulikov. Up on the left wing. Blaisdell over the line. Blaisdell in with a shot. Knocked down in front. The rebound. They score. It's 3-2. Well, Blaisdell made that happen. The rebound came out in front and put it in the back of the net past Olas, and that's going to be Liam Gorman following up on the rebound, and now it's 3-2. Well, just what the doctor ordered. You wanted to get one late here to make it a 1-goal lead going to the third period, and that play was made. The Americans win a battle. They get that puck to Blaisdell, comes in, creates a good scoring chance, and the rebound came right to Liam Gorman in front. The goaltender was out of position, and Gorman just pumped it home, and that makes it a 1-goal game. And Liam Gorman gives the Americans some life here. And the crowd with a red, red, red chant here in the building. Very appropriate on Valentine's Day. Back down in the corner, Broussard in behind the net. Here's Broussard trying to find some room. Poked away there by the Railers. Trying to get room, and a shot save made. Richardson, rebound came free, and a whistle. And a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a slashing call. And it's going to Allen. And it's going to be Broussard going off. Maurice, I know you didn't see that goal, but we were talking about Blaisdell and how he'd come close earlier on getting 4 in a row. He had a great scoring chance there that set up the Gorman rebound. So again, Blaisdell involved in setting up that play.
Well, he's all over the ice. He's contributing everywhere. And unfortunately, the Americans now are going to finish out the second period like they did the first on the penalty kill.
By the way, the 4th of the year for Gorman from Blaisdell and Kulikov, and that extends the Blaisdell scoring streak to 4 games. Put it up top, shot, didn't get much on that one. It ends up still coming to the front of the net. A very weak shot from the high slot. Just kind of trickled on through, and Richardson able to make the save. We'll get a face-off with 1:16 left to go in the period. 1:54 is what's left in the penalty to Broussard. Face-off coming to the left of the Richardson net. It'll be Spencer Asachuk out to take the draw. Out there with Mark Dewart. And the Americans come away with the loose puck. Tipped off the wall and all the way back down the ice. Olas out to play it. Here's Welsh starting up now towards center. He'll drop that puck back. Callan will bring it across the line. Left wing to Massey. Trying to get it back to Callan down in the corner. 54 seconds left to go in the period. Welsh all the way back at center. Drifting back into his own zone. And now picked up there, over the line, into the zone. Kaplan still with the puck, looking for the wraparound. Took it towards the corner. Kaplan still with it near the outside now. In the circle. Makes the pass back outside. Welsh put it across. 25 to go in the period. Works it in the circle. One-timer, and that one ripped up high. Did not go out of play, and it's going to end up all the way back down the ice. 53 in the power play and 14 left in the period. One last rush now for Worcester coming across the line. Over Riley. Janelle with a shot trying to score in his former team. And a quick wrist shot right into the glove there of Luke Richardson, who is really, Maurice, looked better. I mean, boy, he's made his last 15 saves.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better in the second period. You know, that we talked about it before. He hasn't played in a while, and he gets put in tonight. He looked real shaky on those first 8 shots, gave up 3, but since then he's been rock solid.
Face off coming to the right of the Allen net. It'll be Colin Jacobson to take the draw. And knocked off the wall outside. Here's Klee with a shot. Gets to the horn sounds to end the period. And it will be a one-goal game going to the third. The Americans with the only 2 in the second period, 3 for Worcester in the first. And our score after 40 minutes, the Railers 3, the Americans 2. They'll still have 37 seconds left on the power play when we start the third period. As we wait, Maurice is the last guy in the line coming your way. And our interview brought to you by Classic of Texoma. And here's Maurice with our special guest.
Really fantastic last few games. Goal each game, coming up big. That one right there, get the assist on that goal. Coming back 3-2.
Yeah, got a lot of confidence right now. Nolte and Gorms, we've been playing against or with each other for the last few games, so I feel like we're starting to play really well and read off each other. And yeah, we're just kind of having fun. We're skating and we're using our legs, and now we're back in the game. I think we got a lot of momentum out of that period. So,
what do you think is going to happen this last 20?
I think we're going to give them a really good push here, and you know, I think if we kind of carry over what we were doing the last 15 or so minutes of that period, I think we're going to have a really good chance here.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Right on, thank you.
All right, back to you, Tommy.
All right, thank you, and thank you to our special guest, Harry, as he's known in the locker room. And yes, Harrison Blaisdell with the big assist, setting up the rebound for Liam Gorman, who poked home his 4th of the year. After 40 minutes to play, we have a 1-goal game with the score. The Worcester Railers 3 and your Allen Americans 2. You're watching Allen Americans Hockey on FloHockey TV and listening on the Americans 24/7 at Mixler.com. Those in the building on 107.3. Back in a moment.
Get extra napkins when you order a hot and juicy quarter pounder. A normal amount of napkins just won't do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're ordering McDonald's and your friend says they don't want fries, get them the fries. Or else your fries will be their fries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Visit Hirsch's Specialty Meats.
Hello, my name's Gary Hirsch, and I'm owner of Hirsch's Specialty Meats in Plano. 25 years ago, we opened Hirsch's Meats because we knew at that time the chain stores were trying to give you the lowest priced meats available. Well, we went in another direction, and we only carry the highest quality meats, poultry, and shop-made sausages in the Metroplex. When it comes to meat, there's no such thing as a good deal. You get exactly what you pay for.
Hirsch's Specialty Meats, northwest corner of Parker and Alma, online at Hirsch'sMeats.com.
Lane's Chicken Fingers has 2 locations in Collin County, in Allen at the corner of Highway 75 and McDermott, and in Frisco off of Dallas Parkway. Each Lane's meal comes with marinated chicken, crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, 22-ounce drink, and a signature Lane sauce. Be sure to try their chicken club, chicken sandwich, or chicken wrap, or the classic grilled cheese. They also have 2 different kids' meals, and their lemonade is second to none. Lane's Chicken Fingers, since 1994.
My Community Credit Union is the title sponsor of the Allen Police and Fire Charity Hockey Game. Located off of Highway 75 in Allen, right next to Two Rows, My Community Credit Union is ready to help you today with any financial questions. Whether it's auto loans, personal loans, home loans, or credit cards, My Community Credit Union and their friendly staff are ready to serve you. My Community Credit Union also sponsors the Teacher of the Month.
Time for your Americans' second intermission update. Back to the broadcast booth with the voice of the Allen Americans, here's Tommy Daniels.
Well, we welcome you back to CUTX Event Center. We are through 40 minutes of play, and the Allen Americans are trailing 3-2, but back to within a goal as the Americans get on the board there late in the second frame. Hopefully a good sign of mojo headed our way for the third frame. Well, they did get on the board in the second period. As a matter of fact, all 3 goals in the opening frame went to the Worcester Railers. The Americans putting all the offense on the board in the second. Starting with this one right here, Artem Kulikov makes it a 3-1 game. Asachuk trying to put it in front. Backhander right on rebound, goes right in front, they score! It's Artem Kulikov. So for Kulikov on the year, that was goal number 5. The assist went to Dewart, and Asachuk came at 4:43 of the second period, 3-1 game at that time. Then, late in the period, again, we talked about him, Liam Gorman. He's been playing a good game tonight. But Harrison Blaisdell, maybe nobody hotter right now in the Allen lineup. He scored in 3 straight games. He picked up the primary assist on this one. Blaisdell over the line. Blaisdell, it was a shot knocked down in front. The rebound, they score. It's 3-2. Well, Blaisdell made that happen. The rebound came out in front and put it in the back of the net past Olas, and that's going to be Liam Gorman following up on the rebound, and now it's 3-2. So 3-2 at that point. As we mentioned, Gorman picking up number 4 on the year, Blaisdell, and Kulikov with the assist. So Kulikov is having a great night here tonight. Yep, put the headset then. Come on. There you go. You got a great opportunity to make your radio debut. And oh, it's okay. I promise I'll go easy on you as the Americans are down just by 1 now, 3-2 after 40 minutes of play. Well, it's not often that we get special guests up here in the broadcast booth, but I have brought up here the mother of Nick Isaacson, right?
Yes.
Okay, who came all the way from Canada to see us. Now, I've been talking to her here via, email and text for the last little bit, and she said, hey, we're coming to Allen to the game. Now, who did you bring with you here?
Oh, that's Nick's girlfriend.
Ah,
Anya.
okay. Well, you got to be very, very proud. Even though the results haven't come for us winning just yet, we're starting to show some signs. The guys, they all get along. They want to win. We just got to get the results. You got to believe, right?
We do. And you know what? This is a great place to play.
It is. It really is.
It's a great city. The kids are great. They all get along. They have a lot of friends.
Absolutely. Now, do you live here too? Okay. So then you understand. I mean, the weather in DFW, not perfect right now, but it's going to be there shortly. Usually by the end of February, we're up in the 70s. Tell us about where you live.
Oh, well, we're in Toronto. So we're just outside of Toronto, and we had a major snowstorm yesterday.
Beautiful. I mean, being a Buffalo guy, I appreciate that nice weather that you're having. Now, tell us about Nick, and obviously we've grown to love him here in this lineup. He's so tough. As Maurice said earlier, Isaacson's never afraid to get his nose dirty when something's going on out there on the ice. Always the first guy in to help out a teammate.
Yeah, Nick's always in there for his teammates, that's for sure.
Now, Mom looks like, okay, I wish he would keep his nose out of it.
Sometimes.
No, as the young hockey player, give us the story. Obviously, you're growing up in Toronto, you got to be a hockey fan, right? But how did you get started playing the game?
You know what? Nick was born with skates on his feet, I think. He loves hockey. There is nothing else in the world he loves more. So he's always been so passionate about it. He would go out on the rink as a little boy. We backed onto a pond, and he'd be on the pond for hours and hours and hours, and we'd have to call him in. So, yeah, hockey's been in his blood.
Did he grow up a Leafs fan?
Absolutely. We're all Leaf fans.
I knew that. I grew up a Sabres fan. I'm unfortunate because we never win anything. Anne-Marie Isaacson up here in the broadcast booth with us. Did you know right away that he was going to be a player that was going to make it? Because everybody wants to play when they're young, right? Not everybody makes it to the pro levels. When did you realize that your child had something special?
You know what? I think everybody thinks their child has something special, but I think it's the determination that the child has themselves. So I think, you can't help them along any more than any other player, but they themselves have something inside of them that they are so passionate about that you can't put out that fire, and they just want to continue and try harder and harder.
I always hear these stories, and I watch every year. One of my favorite weekends of the year is the hockey weekend in Canada, Hockey Day in Canada, the Saturday when, it's usually somewhere in the middle of nowhere up in Saskatchewan, and Ron McLean's up there in freezing cold weather. Were you that hockey mom that was always getting up early in the morning to take him to the rink?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I missed anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So we would go to everything. His whole family. Nick's really fortunate. He has a huge family of cousins. He has 16 cousins.
Oh, my
he
goodness.
Has, all aunts and uncles. He has here tonight is one of his aunts and his cousins and his sister's on the way. So he has a huge support system, which is really fortunate.
And he's got his best support system right back here behind him, or behind us, actually.
Beautiful
if you will.
Anya.
Anya, what a great name. We've got a Hugo playing in the game tonight. We've got an Anya up here in the booth. I said probably the first time we've ever had a Finnish goaltender at one end and a Swedish goaltender at the other, setting up the perfect matchup for tomorrow. How about that Canada-U.S. matchup tomorrow night? That's going to be a big one, huh?
Yeah, let's hope that they win. I think they will. We have faith.
Now, I know you grew up a hockey fan, too. When you were little, who was your favorite hockey player?
Oh, you know what? I loved Ron Duguay.
Oh, wow.
Loved his hair.
Yeah.
And Mike Palmatier.
Palmatier. How about Foligno? Did you like Foligno growing up?
Yeah.
Those are some great names. The Leafs have they've had this great tradition. I've had the fortunate, to be in position to go to one of the final games at the old Maple Leaf Gardens. Was lucky enough. And I've been to, they don't call it Air Canada Center anymore. What's it called now?
Scotiabank.
Scotiabank Center, yeah. I've been to that building a couple times. Nothing like being there on a Saturday night. And I had a friend that worked for the Sabres, and I was home a couple times during the hockey season, and he got me a press pass to go up in the booth, and I'm telling you, it's a royalty row there. One time I had the opportunity to sit between the great Gordie Howe and Scotty Bowman. And I'm telling you, you don't even want to take a bite of your ice cream when you're sitting there next to that kind of hockey royalty. Weather-wise in Toronto is very hockey-friendly. Did you have the pond in the backyard?
We did. We backed onto a big pond, and the kids would be out there 24/7. Nick's team would have hockey practices, and we'd order pizza, and it would be delivered to the pond, and they'd stay out for hours and hours and hours.
Well, that's great.
So he was really lucky.
Great stories. Who are some of the players that Nick's played with when he was younger that have now moved on and gone to the NHL?
Oh, a ton. So Evan Bouchard.
Oh, wow.
He played on the Marlies with Quentin Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan McLeod.
Wow, playing with Buffalo now?
Yeah, playing with Buffalo. Who else? Oh, my God, there's so many. Matthew Strome, who's in the AHL. A ton of players.
Does he like DFW? Is he adjusted to it?
He loves it here. These guys were just saying that this is such a great place to play.
Does Anya like DFW? You like the Metroplex, DFW? You like the Dallas area? It is. It is great. And, the one thing you've got, how long are you here for, Anne-Marie?
Till Monday.
Okay, you've got it somehow. I know it's hard when we play 3 games, but maybe after the game on Sunday, you got to get her over to Fort Worth. I'm telling you, Cowtown over there.
Yep.
It is do you have boots?
I do.
Look at you. You got your boots.
My Tacovas.
You can go over there. You can find cowboy boots. It really is kind of Western town. Billy Bob's, which is a lot of fun. I don't know if it's still going on right now, but the rodeo has been going on here in DFW, the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Great place. I know Toronto. I think of Calgary. I think of the rodeo, right?
I have a son that lives in Calgary.
Do you
He's
really?
watching the game right now, Michael.
Michael, hello. Your mom did not want to come on the air with me. I forced her into coming on here, but it's over the years I've met so many families, and it's nice to meet the person that you talk to or that texts you, that listen because they love their son or the dads. I had a father last year that would text me, say, Tommy, what the hell are we doing out there tonight? And I'm like, don't worry, we'll get it going. But a lot of times I'm that connecting voice, at least during the game, between the parent and the kid.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for what you do.
Well, and also you got to say hi to Kathy Frazier, because I know you know Kathy.
Yeah. Kathy and I are friends. We talk all the time. We were actually texting today.
Yeah, she texted me, and she's the one who told me. She said, now, Anne-Marie and we're all friends, and Cole. It was Cole and Nick and who's the other one that they
Hudson Wilson, Nick's
Hudson
roommate.
Wilson. Okay,
They played
there you
together,
go.
yeah.
Well, anything else you want to say? And I don't have like a parting gift for you or anything.
I just want to thank you very much for all the work that you do and the wonderful announcing, because 99% of all the time, all the games that we listen to are, over Flow, so we don't have the opportunity to come and see in person, but we're so excited to be here, and we're hoping we bring really good luck. We're bringing tons of good energy.
And you got my favorite jersey, too. The black one there, that is, and of course, she's got Isaacson on the back. Look at that. Anya, where's your jersey tonight? She didn't have her jersey on. That's okay. Home on Monday, you came by yourself? You didn't bring the rest of the family?
Nope, just myself, my sister-in-law. So it's a girls' weekend. A Galentine's weekend this weekend. So we left the boys at home.
Where have you eaten since you've been here?
You know what? We haven't gone out for dinner yet, have we? We haven't gone out for dinner. Tomorrow.
The great thing is, though, Anne-Marie, there is a ton of great spots around this area. Go get some good food after the game. You've got a great kid. I talked to him a little bit. I said, I talked to your mom. He goes, oh, no. And I said, no. I said, she just texted me during the game, obviously, wanting to tell me all about her son. And we love that, and we love meeting the parents.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Anne-Marie Isaacson. We have the third period. It's time for the sing-along. That's coming up next. You're watching Allen Americans Hockey on FloHockey TV. We're back after this timeout.
Who is it?
Jimmy John's.
I didn't order a Jimmy John's sandwich.
I know, but you probably have ordered a Jimmy John's sandwich, right?
Of course I have. You're freaky fast.
Okay, well then thanks.
What?
Thanks for choosing Jimmy John's.
Okay, you're welcome. But why me?
Jimmy John's wants to thank all our wonderful customers at all 2,300 Jimmy John's locations across America.
Well, what if I didn't happen to be a Jimmy John's customer?
Then I would thank you anticipatorily for your future Jimmy John's patronage.
Anticipate what?
It means in advance, sir.
So you plan to personally thank everyone in every town where there's a Jimmy John's?
Don't be silly, sir.
Didn't think so.
My boss will be covering the other side of the street. How's it going, boss?
I'm 2 houses ahead of you.
Oops, gotta run.
Northside Draft House is your official hockey bar in North Texas. They're located at 3000 Northside Drive in Richardson. Northside Draft House is open from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Stop by Northside to watch your favorite NHL team on the big screen. And yes, they do have the NHL package, so all hockey fans are welcome. Their pizza is the absolute best. They also have a great selection of sandwiches that includes a house favorite, the BLT, along with grilled chicken, mouth-watering burgers, chicken wings, quesadillas, along with the best appetizers in the Metroplex. Northside Draft House has all your favorite domestic beers, along with your favorite wines and seltzers. Stop by and meet Blake and Matt and the great staff at Northside Draft House, where hockey is always on the list. Northside Draft House, an official partner of your Allen Americans.
4,719 divided by 2,300. No, wait.
What the heck are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing the math, sir.
Doing the math?
Yes, sir.
Why, Ed?
It's simple, sir. Jimmy John's can make a sandwich in 25 seconds, right?
Right.
So during this 30-second commercial, our 2,300 Jimmy John's stores will make 4,719 sandwiches, right?
If you say...
What would it take to make 5,000 sandwiches in a radio commercial?
I don't know. What would it take, Ed?
Well, we could speed up our sandwich-making system.
But that would compromise our famous Jimmy John's quality.
Exactly. Then it hit me.
Uh-oh.
We could buy 32-second commercials.
32-second commercials?
Yes, sir. In 32 seconds, Jimmy John's will make exactly 5,000 sandwiches.
But you can't buy 32-second commercials, Ed.
You can't?
No.
Visit Hirsch's Specialty Meats.
Hello, my name's Gary Hirsch, and I'm owner of Hirsch's Specialty Meats in Plano. 25 years ago, we opened Hirsch's Meats because we knew at that time the chain stores were trying to give you the lowest priced meats available. Well, we went in another direction, and we only carry the highest quality meats, poultry, and shop-made sausages in the Metroplex. When it comes to meat, there's no such thing as a good deal. You get exactly what you pay for.
Hirsch's Specialty Meats, northwest corner of Parker and Alma, online at Hirsch'sMeats.com.
My Community Credit Union is the title sponsor of the Allen Police and Fire Charity Hockey Game. Located off of Highway 75 in Allen, right next to Two Rows, My Community Credit Union is ready to help you today with any financial questions. Whether it's auto loans, personal loans, home loans, or credit cards, My Community Credit Union and their friendly staff are ready to serve you. My Community Credit Union also sponsors the Teacher of the Month. Call today at 432-688-8400.
Well, how about that? We get Nick Isaacson's mom up in the booth during the intermission.
There you go.
And I love, we got to know Lucan's family over the years.
Oh, yeah.
All the great families. Bruce Graham back in the day. I mean, it's always nice to meet the parents. Met Kathy Frazier before, too, I think in Brampton a few years ago. So always nice to meet the families. And
the Asichucks.
Asichucks, of course, the first family, the royalty that is, the Asichuk family. As the puck tipped towards the outside. We have 20 seconds gone here in the third period. Wow, what a fast-moving game here tonight. And the puck tipped wide and tripped up in behind the net there as Mashi, he went down to the ice.
And that penalty is almost over, 5 to go.
Over now to the right side it comes. Kaplan looking for a shot. That one way up high and off the glass. And Allen is back to full strength. As we're in the third period, Allen has scored the last 2 goals of the game, and now they put it in. Spoke too soon. Callan rips into the back of the net. It will not be a power play goal, and they've got their 2-goal lead back. It's 4-2.
Yeah, J.C. Broussard came out of the box, went straight down low, and no one really came out to challenge a shooter that much there, and he just picked his spot, took a shot, and ripped it top shelf. So it's a 4-2 lead, 48 seconds into the third period.
Well, back to drawing board again.
Yeah.
An unfortunate goal because the Americans really kind of gained the momentum in this game. They definitely outplayed them in that second period. Yeah. The 2 goals obviously was the best indicator, but you give up one of those goals like that early on in the period, and right after you kill off that penalty, that is a deflator.
Yeah, it definitely is a tough one to take, but we'll see if the Americans can answer right back here, which is what they need to do.
Americans hockey tonight, coming to you from CUTX Event Center. The first of 3 games between these two teams. And dumped across the line, coming all the way back in behind the net, played by Richardson. 29-20, the shots here in favor of the Railers. And all the way down the ice, coming in behind the net. Played on the left side there along the boards. Mashi trying to push it ahead. Knocked there at the blue line. Broussard fighting for the puck. He'll tip it back into his own end. Now Powell up off the near wing wall. Too far for Polino, coming all the way down in the corner. And we'll get a whistle with 18:09 left to go here in the third period.
Americans continue to have problems with that puck in their own end and right as they come out of the zone. Polino had it on the far side right in front of the Americans bench. He dished it off to the guy he thought was coming behind him, and instead he cut across right in front of him. So just miscommunications, miscues on those passes have cost the Americans a lot of puck possession tonight.
Well, Maurice, you just got to get one back here quickly. Yeah. You got to keep that momentum going. Unfortunate for Allen to give up that goal. Kind of a weird shot from the outside that finds its way in. And another whistle here. 17:50 left to go. Tomorrow, don't forget, doubleheader hockey day. Always one of the best days of the year. The annual police versus fire game. That'll get started at 5 o'clock. The doors will open at 4:30.
Yep.
And our game will be shortly after 7:10, give or take a few. You and I have never called that police fire game. One of these years we're going to do that.
No, we've not. Yeah, it's always fun to watch. It's just a fun one to sit down and just relax and enjoy. It's just so much fun. And what's the record now this year?
Well, they don't like to talk about that, Maurice. Yeah. Neither team does, but it was a big win for the police department last year. Over the line, they come back into the zone. In behind the net, looking, and tipped along the wall. J.D. Dudek. He takes a shot there by Cole Frazier. Shots are 30-20 in favor of the visitors. Mentioned Worcester coming out of the game tonight. They are in a playoff spot. They're in 4th overall, even at 500. Here's Blaisdell over the line. He's got an assist tonight to extend his point streak. Gorman with a shot, looking for his second of the game. And it's coming all the way back down the ice. That line again tonight for Allen has probably been their best line.
Yeah, making things happen. Just good hard work.
Up now to center. Isaacson tipped it over the line. Going to roll down in the corner. Little hit there on Hora. Puck coming over to the other side. Here comes Klee out of his own zone. Tip there at center. Knocked over the line again, this time by Wormuth. Rolling down in the corner. Klee working it up on the left side. Puck down in the corner again. Wormuth trying to get it in front. Backhander right on. And the save made there by Hugo Olas. And that one will come the other way from Sweden all the way down to Finland. As we stop the action here.
So yeah, as I was saying before, I was checking to see what the update was on it, but there's a good chance that next week, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, we may be below 10.
Below
10.
10?
Yeah. And then you add
regular
wind chills.
temperature, right? Not
10
wind
degrees,
chill.
then 10 degrees, and then add in wind chill, and there's forecasting as low as -10.
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
and there's increasing chances of precipitation. So we
Well,
may get a little bit of snow or ice.
Well, if it's that cold here, I can just imagine what it's going to be like in Kansas City.
It'll be much worse up there, but you know, things get a little bit of snow or ice here, and everything shuts down. So if you need to do shopping, do it now.
Over the line, down in the corner, as the puck comes in behind the net. Just about 4 minutes gone here in the third period. It is the Worcester Railers on top here, 4-2. They're undefeated in this building. Here's Worcester. Dickinson trying to knock that one over the line. Look out, Watts got some room coming in. Watts in, a shot. Didn't get much on that one, Maurice.
Got nothing. He lost it. It looked like he lost total control, but I don't know if he got stick checked at all. Couldn't see from this angle, but oh, there's a dangerous play. Player skating, or I should say sliding right across. That was Anthony Cowan.
And now a stick up high, and Asachuk, he is looking back for a call, and his reaction was frustrated that he was not getting a look from the official. As that puck's going to roll all the way down in the corner. 15-20 left to go. Starting up in the right circle. Left wing with the pass. Powell tipped it up off the boards. A little shot there by Krankovic. All the way in behind the net. And again, coming all the way back down the ice. Richardson in to play it. 4-2 is the score. 5 minutes gone in the third period.
He just broke his stick. He went to send that pass, and he broke his stick, so we got a goaltender without a stick.
How many have we broke tonight? I mean, obviously that one's the biggest concern when a goalie stick goes down, but I mean, it's been at least 6 or 7 sticks that have been broken here on the ice tonight.
And you got to get that puck frozen one way or the other so you can get a new one.
Yeah, somebody give them their stick. Need something out there. And obviously the equipment manager, Matt Milicic, is waiting. He's got a stick in hand ready whenever they can get it to him. Puck coming all the way down in the corner. As we have 14-17 left to go in regulation. It's the longest I've ever seen a goalie without a stick.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's the most helpless feeling in the world. As the puck. Now you're almost better off icing the puck so you can get a stoppage and play. About the left wing boards, tipped across the line. Isaacson down in the corner. Over on the left side, trying to get it ahead. Back into the zone, Blaisdell. He'll start at center. Dropped it back. By the way, great interview with Blaisdell down there on the ice. Here comes Harrison ahead to center. Worked it up off the boards. Knocked away again. Blaisdell will catch up to it down in the corner, trying to find some room. Kicks that puck along the wall. 13:25 left to go. Here they come back the other way. Kaplan. That puck in, and finally gets an opportunity. I didn't need a stick. I never needed a stick. I had this game under control. All I needed was this glove right here. Timeout. 4-2 in the third period. Worcester in the lead. This is Americans Hockey. Northside Draft House is your official hockey bar in North Texas. They're located at 3000 Northside Drive in Richardson. Northside Draft House is open from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Stop by Northside to watch your favorite NHL team on the big screen. And yes, they do have the NHL package, so all hockey fans are welcome. Their pizza is the absolute best. They also have a great selection of sandwiches that includes a house favorite, the BLT, along with grilled chicken, mouth-watering burgers, chicken wings, quesadillas, along with the best appetizers in the Metroplex. Northside Draft House has all your favorite domestic beers, along with your favorite wines and seltzers. Stop by and meet Blake and Matt and the great staff at Northside Draft House, where hockey is always on the list. Northside Draft House, an official partner of your Allen Americans. Well, we have 13-15 left to go in this game. Shots are 31-23 in favor of the Railers. The Americans trying to end their losing streak here tonight, Maurice. Look pretty good and pretty promising after that second period, only down a goal.
Yeah, but now down by 2 with 13-15 to go in regulation. So the Americans are still working with a little bit of time, 13-15, but not a lot. They gave up that fourth goal less than a minute into this period. So time just keeps ticking away, and they've not gotten anything past Olas at the other end.
As the puck down in the corner, tipped in behind the net, Kulikov, who's got a good night going for Allen. He's got a goal and an assist all the way around, and that one will go for icing. 12:59 left to go in the game. Hey, don't forget, coming up after the game tonight, skate on the ice, or dance on the ice, I should say. It's a dance. Don't forget the skate was last week, but if you so choose, you can go down there and dance. They'll have the lights down and probably just a spotlight from up above, and you can do a little dancing down there. Now, you should have brought Linda tonight with you.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's at home getting stuff ready. She has got a big thing tomorrow for her event coming up for that charity.
Women Rock?
Yeah, Women Rock, yeah. So she's got some stuff she's going to be doing tomorrow, and she's prepping tonight for it.
And you will not be here on Sunday.
And I will not be here on Sunday.
As we have 12:45 left to go. Kulikov will chase after the puck down in the corner. Trying to push one through in front, knocked down in the end. There's a pass from Janelle. Over on the right side. Here comes Jacobs trying to push it across the line. Isaacson over on the far wing. Spun along the wall on the far side. Janelle knocked it right back ahead. Massey took a hit there from Isaacson. Knocked ahead to center. Cowan will tip it over the line. That line will change for Worcester. As we're just about 8 minutes old here in the third period. The Americans lost. They were swept by Kansas City. They lost the final game last week in Tulsa on Sunday, so they're trying to avoid a 4-game losing streak. And the hit and the penalty coming up here, and Broussard.
No penalty.
Oh, I thought they were going to get it. And the Worcester bench is going nuts over there. They wanted the penalty on Broussard. Here comes Watts towards center. On the left side, Powell over the line. He'll take it down in the corner, trying to slide it in front. Stick save made there by Hugo. And Dewart working around left side, Asachuk. He'll tip it down in the right corner. Dewart trying to get it in front, knocked away and behind the net. And it coming around on the left side. Asachuk gets taken down, and he's going at it now with Hora. He had a hold of his stick. And he comes back and gives Hora what for. He was not happy about that. You don't see Spencer lose his cool very often, but he had a pretty good argument there. He did not get the benefit of the call.
He's still going at the referee, too, but the referee's letting him play, so it goes both ways. That's good.
Here comes Wilson, works it right side. It was stolen away there at center. They were trying to deposit Mikko into that Worcester bench. Trying to get it in front for a shot, and oh my goodness, Mikko nearly got the first one there. Another shot from the outside. Rebound in front, comes back outside. Held in there. What a play by Wilson. And now Janelle coming the other way. He'll dump it down in the corner. 10-14 to go in the game. It is a 4-2 lead in favor of Worcester. Americans had cut it to 1 at the end of the period. Worcester gets the early goal here in the third. All the way down in the left corner. Going at it there, Matika as the puck tipped back outside, hit his stick. Matika again trying to find some room. Shot from the outside, up in the air. Came right through in front to Krankovic, but bounced away to Dudek. He'll tip it to center, all the way back into the Allen zone. 9:42 left to go in the game. Here comes Gorman back in. Tipped around to the near side by Luce. Works it up off the wall. Trying to push it over the line. Backhanded in. 9:20 left to go in the game. Centering pass. Here's Blaisdell over the line. He got cut off there along the wall by Donhauser. Knocked over on the left wing. Blaisdell, or make that Gorman little backhand pass across. Now Blaisdell takes the puck. He'll start up ahead towards center. Over the line. Donhauser fighting for it there. Knocked away. Blaisdell down on one knee, trying to get it in front. Kaplan tipped it. Not all the way out. Now they get a break coming the other way. Lagerman. Now he couldn't go anywhere because Gorman caught up to him. 8:44 left to go in the game. Here's Broussard. Left wing pass. Powell over the line. Trying to get it back across, and Isaacson right out with a shot. Oh, that would have been nice if we could have got that goal there with Mama in the house tonight. Outside it comes. Worked along the wall. Isaacson now comes to Jacob. Still turning fire. Knocked away by Braden Guy. And it comes back in behind the net. Boy, this line having a really good shift out there for Allen. Wilson through traffic. Save made in front. Tip from Isaacson. He was going to pounce on that rebound. It was poked away in front of the net.
Americans calling for a delay of game, and they're going to get it. So the Americans have a power play coming up here.
See if the Americans can cut the lead to 1 again. It's 4-2 in the third period. This is Allen Americans Hockey.
Get extra napkins when you order a hot and juicy quarter pounder. A normal amount of napkins just won't do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're ordering McDonald's and your friend says they don't want fries, get them the fries. Or else your fries will be their fries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Visit Hirsch's Specialty Meats.
Hello, my name's Gary Hirsch, and I'm owner of Hirsch's Specialty Meats in Plano. 25 years ago, we opened Hirsch's Meats because we knew at that time the chain stores were trying to give you the lowest priced meats available. Well, we went in another direction, and we only carry the highest quality meats, poultry, and shop-made sausages in the Metroplex. When it comes to meat, there's no such thing as a good deal. You get exactly what you pay for.
Hirsch's Specialty Meats, northwest corner of Parker and Alma, online at Hirsch'sMeats.com.
Well, hi to Brody and Evie tonight, who are spending time with great-grandma and enjoying some hockey as we get a face-off coming up right below our broadcast booth. 8:04 left to go in the period. And the Americans on a power play. 8:04 left to go in the third period. I would say that this is a critical power play for Allen.
Yeah, it's a must-score power play.
As the puck down in the corner, here's Stewart, works it back towards the outside. Krankovic over to the right wing, back into Polino, off the skate. Polino circles along the wall, dropped it back outside. Krankovic, one-timer from the right side, that one blocked. And it will be deposited down the ice by DeMellis and all the way back to Richardson in behind the cage. 1:30 left to go here in the third, or in the power play, and 7:29 to go in the third period. Polino, right wing with the pass. Dewart, he'll put a backhander in front, knocked away, up off the wall. They gave it away. And now Yataski will kill time and just ease one down in the corner. 1:09 left to go in the power play, so nearly have wasted a minute of the golden man advantage.
Yeah, and only have one shot to show for it, so Americans power play still having difficulties.
Here comes Kratkovic over the line. They waited for him there. Tapped in behind the net there by Olas. And that puck again sent back down the ice. 6:50 left to go in the hockey game and only 44 seconds left in the power play for Allen. As they take it back in behind the net. Here comes Broussard. Head to center, bouncing at left wing. Blaisdell up off the wall. In the corner, Matika worked it back up top. Broussard over to the left wing to Jacobs. Matika with a rip. He fell down. Boy, he was trying to send that one through the back of the net.
Yeah, it was a little behind him. He had to be off balance. That one, he was on balance and right into the breadbasket of the goaltender.
Well, right there is the talent you see.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked earlier, you said, hey, I don't want to see any dust on the stick.
Yep.
There was no time at all wasted from the time that pass hit his stick, from the time the puck was deposited toward the front of the net.
Absolutely. That's what you need to be doing. So far, 2 shots on this power play with 8 to go. So they got time for one quick one if they win the draw.
As the face-off coming to the left of the net. Allen's got to hurry. 4 seconds left to go. Shot scooped up again by Hugo Olas, and just 1 second left. Maybe one more face-off to win and get a shot in.
Well, 2 more minutes have gone off the clock and no goal for the Americans on this power play, so that makes their last 6 minutes and 5 seconds that much more difficult. Only been 4 penalties called in this game, both two apiece.
Yeah, Jacobs got to win this draw. Trying to win it and get one more shot. They do win it. Got it across. Wilson just as they come out of the box, and that one was headed up north. And we'll get a 75-second timeout. So the Americans' power play did not work there, and they will have 5:59 left in the game with the score still 4-2. Worcester in the third. Back in a moment.
My Community Credit Union is the title sponsor of the Allen Police and Fire Charity Hockey Game. Located off of Highway 75 in Allen, right next to Two Rows, My Community Credit Union is ready to help you today with any financial questions. Whether it's auto loans, personal loans, home loans, or credit cards, My Community Credit Union and their friendly staff are ready to serve you. My Community Credit Union also sponsors the Teacher of the Month.
Get extra napkins when you order a hot and juicy quarter pounder. A normal amount of napkins just won't do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. If you're ordering McDonald's and your friend says they don't want fries, get them the fries. Or else your fries will be their fries. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
My broadcast partner falling asleep at the wheel here. Normally he runs the board. He's just falling asleep on me here.
I was just catching up on some posts that I was following earlier. And this game's moving along pretty good right now.
Stewart will take it down in the corner. As he had it along the wall, trying to get it in front to Asachuk. Came right back to Dewart. Spine's got to get something going here for Allen as they play it along the wall. Braden Watts. Tip back towards the outside. It's going to come all the way back down the ice. Richardson will play it. 5:37 left to go in the game. Here comes Watts over the line. Drops it off for Asachuk. Oh, and knocked down to the ice. And a hit there on Dewart from behind. Crowd did not like that at all. And the hit back the other way by Cole Frazier as he stood up Ryan Massey there. Back they come again. Another shot right on. Save made by Richardson. By the way, 28 saves for him. 32 shots. Clee will fire one down in the corner. Frazier worked it around on the right side. 15 minutes gone here in the third period. Allen needs 2 to tie as the puck in behind the cage. Dumped off the near wing boards. That one coming ahead and coming all the way down the ice. And far enough for icing. 4:46 left to go.
when they don't need to get the icing, they get the icing before. They could have done the icing when you needed the goaltender to get a new stick, and they didn't do it.
I know.
They actually did a great job of keeping the puck in the other end.
Yeah, frustrating game tonight, Maurice. I mean, especially the way they played in that second period.
Yeah.
They really dominated the play, and I thought they're going to come out in the third period and take control of this game and maybe win one 5-4. Tell you what, though, I am really, really impressed with Mikko. I mean, those couple, that's big league shots that he had there from the slot, back-to-back.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. We'll just have to give him a few games to get used to his line mates.
Over the line. And in no hurry, running into some problems there as they put it ahead to center. Left wing with the pass. Shot fired in, scooped up and held on to there. Now is it free? No. Just a late whistle. Americans were looking at the official like, where's the whistle there? He had the puck under control. Finally it comes. We'll get a face-off coming up in the Allen end with 4:24 left.
Now, Donhauser was right there on top of the goaltender, as you should be as a forward. Fraser took exception to that, as he should as a defenseman.
Face-off coming to the right of the Allen net. Again, 4:24 to go in the game. Look at that, though. The shots all of a sudden 33-31.
Yeah.
We caught up there. Fired down in the corner, back in behind the net. 4:19 left to go in the game. The Americans and the Worcester Railers right back at it tomorrow night. Doubleheader hockey. Don't forget Police Fire at 5:05. And the Americans and Worcester coming up right after. One ticket will get you into both games. Along the wall, going to send it up through the air. Gorman will slow it down there at the point. Kaplan fighting for the puck. Lagerin worked it across. Now Kulikov back in his own zone. Knocked across the line by Blaisdell. It'll bounce down in the corner. Tipped along the wall. Lagerin trying to get it back in front. There's a shot from the outside. Rebound scooped up, and no, it's not. And it's tipped over the top of the net. Everybody thought that puck was secure, and all of a sudden it came free, and they tried to put it in, but ended up going over the top of the net. There it is. And a second of the night for Liam Gorman. Oh, I'm going to smash on the glass.
And we got the goaltender here talking with the official about that play. And we're not going to see a replay of that. We're going to see a replay of the goal as that puck came out, and he just took that shot. Goaltender lost track of it. He's able to put it in the empty net. 3:18 to go in regulation. Down by one. The Americans have made this an interesting final 3 minutes. I'm be curious if he's going to be calling a timeout anytime soon.
Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, you know, you got time. You got time for sure. How about Liam Gorman? That line tonight again with Blaisdell. They've been the Americans' best line all evening.
Yeah, they have been really good. And, you know, Olas was talking to the goaltender, or talking about to the official, I should say, about that puck that came loose. And what happened was the stick of the Americans player had the puck. He put his glove over top of it, and he pulled the puck out with his stick. He already had his stick on the puck.
Yeah.
So that's a live play. And I think that's why he was arguing with the official, saying, hey, man, I have my glove on. It's like, well, you really didn't.
Well, they've got it back to within one Maurice. They've got time to get this thing tied up. Still 2.5 minutes, and at some point here, we will see Luke Richardson head to the bench.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit later than it would be. I mean, if it was 4-2 still, he'd probably get pulled around the 2-minute mark, if not right now. But I'd say it'll probably be more around the 90-second mark.
I'm sure Fergie's pretty happy with this line here. How about the night Kulikov had? He's got a 3.8 night going for Allen.
Yeah, fantastic night.
As we have 2:27 left to go here in the third period. The Americans are down by one. Kulikov. Now Dewart coming up on the wing. Dewart trying to get it across the line. Broken up there at the blue line. Sent ahead by Dudek. Bouncing puck back into the Allen zone. 2:08 left to go. Over the line now, Broussard with the shot. That's going to end up down in the corner. A little tip in front, knocked away over the head of Dewart. It'll come all the way back to center. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Up in the air. Knocked down out of the air by Dewart. He's double teamed down there in the corner. Fighting for the loose puck. Comes back in behind the Worcester cage. Now Mashey going after it there. Kulikov came barreling in. Dewart along the wall. Knocked away, trying to get it in front. Scooped up and held on to it. Now Asachuk, he's still mad from earlier, and he's trying to get in there and get that goal. That's the thing to do. You want to get that goaltender rattled. You already got one on him there, and Asachuk doing what he should do. He's that enforcer going to the front of the net, doing not dirty work, but kind of playing the role of the agitator a little bit there. And no doubt he got under the skin of the goaltender, and that's where you saw help come in the way of two Railer players.
So it looks like the Americans will be calling a timeout here. Perfect time to do so. You have 91 seconds to go. And at this point, I would expect we won't see the goaltender go back out. And that the faceoff is in the Worcester zone.
All right, 91 seconds left to go in the third period. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. And our score, Worcester 4, Allen 3. Back in a moment.
My Community Credit Union is the title sponsor of the Allen Police and Fire Charity Hockey Game. Located off of Highway 75 in Allen, right next to Two Rows, My Community Credit Union is ready to help you today with any financial questions. Whether it's auto loans, personal loans, home loans, or credit cards, My Community Credit Union and their friendly staff are ready to serve you. My Community Credit Union also sponsors the Teacher of the Month. Call today at 432-688-8400.
Hi, this is Jack Thomas. You Americans!
Well, you got it, little buddy, and you got time here now, Maurice.
Yeah.
You got a lot of time. You've got 91 seconds, and the net is empty at the other end.
But unfortunately, due to the great camera work here, the other team knows exactly the play the Americans drew up. So,
Matika along the wall, trying to work it back to the outside. Broussard got it across. Here's a shot through in front. Dewart was right there. Rebound nearly came to him. As Broussard will tip it across. We have 1:14 left to go here in the third period. Dumped along the wall, coming all the way back down the ice, and Broussard will get there first. As there is 58 seconds left to go here in the third period. Americans will try to tie it up. He'll drop it back. Krankovic at center. Right wing pass to Watts. Left it along the wall. Dewart back outside Asachuk. There's a shot. That one blocked. Came right back. Matika tipped it back across. One-timer Matika trying to get it through. They just were waiting on it. Loose blocked the shot. Coming all the way back into the Allen zone. A half a minute left to go in the third period. Here's Watts. Dropped it off. Krankovic coming across the line. He'll fire one in. Picked up off the wall there by Gorman. Dewart trying to get it in front. An opportunity there. As Asachuk was ready. Look out. Loose puck picked up. Longerman coming in. Got an open net in with a shot. He scores. And the empty net goal will seal this one. Allen had a chance there at the end. And unfortunately, the Railers are going to walk out of here with a win tonight.
line was out there a long time. Real tired. And you can see the Railers, they had quick change just before they scored, so they had fresh legs out there, easy for them to get past the Americans and get in and score on that empty net with 10 seconds exactly remaining in regulation.
And you see a frustrated Broussard went off the ice. He slammed that door shut and not happy.
Oh, he was hurting. He went down and stayed down a couple extra seconds on the near side here earlier, about maybe 20, 30 seconds ago. And he was hurting when he got up. But he was able to beat the guy back for that foot race, but then lost that last one.
Well, that'll do it. And the Worcester Railers have taken game one of a three-game series. They come into Allen tonight. A delay in the flight did not hurt them at all as they win game 1 of 3 here at CUTX Event Center. We'll come back with our post-game show coming up next. Final score again, Worcester 5, Allen 3. You're watching Allen Americans Hockey.
Northside Draft House is your official hockey bar in North Texas. They're located at 3000 Northside Drive in Richardson. Northside Draft House is open from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Stop by Northside to watch your favorite NHL team on the big screen. And yes, they do have the NHL package, so all hockey fans are welcome. Their pizza is the absolute best. They also have a great selection of sandwiches that includes a house favorite, the BLT, along with grilled chicken, mouth-watering burgers, chicken wings, quesadillas, along with the best appetizers in the Metroplex. Northside Draft House has all your favorite domestic beers, along with your favorite wines and seltzers. Stop by and meet Blake and Matt and the great staff at Northside Draft House, where hockey is always on the list. Northside Draft House, an official partner of your Allen Americans.
On the doorstep of the arena, Kelly's in the Village at Allen is the go-to spot both pregame and postgame. Whether it's lunch, brunch, or dinner, Kelly's is